It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. What's poppin'? Welcome to the next episode of Let It Flow. Got some special guests with me, Bossupwiththehayes. How y'all doing?
We good. We good. Glad to be here.
So, Bossupwiththehayes, where does that name mean? Like, where did that come from?
Well, it came from us realizing that a lot of people weren't living their full potential. And there's the word boss up, meaning you could level up somewhere. You're not at the epitome of anything in your life. Your physical health, your financial, your emotional, your relationship, your spiritual. You can boss up at all times, right? So we said, all right, we're gonna boss up and we're gonna bring y'all with us. So Boss Up with the Haze was created, and yeah, that's what we've been doing, trying to help other people boss up.
I like that. I think
Hmm.
that is important, bossing up. A lot of people don't understand what that really means to boss
Hmm.
up. A lot of people be like, I'm a boss. But if you're not really a boss unless you're helping someone else make money. Unless there's
Hmm.
people on your payroll. You know what I'm saying? A boss, if you a boss and ain't nobody around you got no money, then what kind of boss are you anyway? You know what I'm saying? Who you the boss of? The boss is all about who you
Bring it
pulled
with
up,
you.
who
Bring
bring
it with
up
you.
with you. You know what I'm saying?
I
You got to
agree.
make sure your people got some money. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like whoever is with you, you giving them opportunities, you teach them the game. You know, so I feel like that's an important. I feel like a lot of people claim that word boss, and I'd be like, well, who? You know, if you go to a job, who's the boss?
Mm.
It's a person who's running that shit. When that check come,
You see
the
their
boss
name.
signed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The boss signed it. They got
Yep.
they got money coming. You know what I'm saying? They're to other people. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So
That's
you got
facts.
y'all trading, helping people make money.
Yep.
So it makes sense to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we love that. We love that. We see people bossing up all every day inside of the group. So it's literally life changing for us to see that what we created as as a couple and we actually put out, not knowing what we would have gotten, right? Because we don't know. The internet is the internet, and just to see people are literally saying, "Oh, we making life changing money." This is best thing I've ever done in regards to starting a trade or learning how to trade. So that's
I'm
definitely.
trying to make some life changing money. That's all I know.
Listen,
It
ain't we
is.
all? Ain't we
Yeah.
all? We ain't. Yep.
I've been taking some life changing losses on my end.
It's part of the game. We all been there. We all been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that comes with trading. You know that's a you learn that losses are there, but the smaller losses, bigger wins. That's how
Right.
we win that balance out.
Smaller losses
Yeah.
and bigger wins.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Once you
what we
figure once you
preach.
figure that out, it'll never be the same. Never
That's
be
what we
the same.
preach.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
never going into trading thinking about you'll never lose. You always lose. You got to
Mm.
find a way to lose small and
Mm.
let your wins be
Win
big.
bigger. Hmm.
We're gonna get into that. That's
Yeah.
that's very important. So what actually got y'all into trading originally?
Well, I went to I went to a church event. I went to a church event, to be honest, and I went to a church event and they were talking about like faith and finance and that there's different ways that you can actually make money and money is not evil because church people ain't supposed to be rich. Apparently, somebody said that. And money is bad, and whoever has money, they bad, or whatever they did was bad. But I really beg to differ that because I know I'm a child of a king, so I'm supposed to be rich, you know? So when I saw that mashup of like, faith and finance, and they just say, hey, it's perfectly fine for us to be rich as believers. And so one of the things that the vehicles that they were using or talking about was real estate and trading. I was like, okay, I like this. And I drug him with me, right? I was like, come on, let's go see what this is about. And I liked what I heard. I liked what I heard, like what I saw, but I didn't like the way they were teaching it. I didn't like the way that they were teaching it. I don't like the way they were delivering it. So where we all go, YouTube University, when we figure something out or want to learn something. And that's kind of how it all started. That was how our journey started. And then like I said, he's a numbers guy. He loves math, he loves numbers, he's really good at it. So when I saw this, I was like, bro, you should come onto this because it's going to be so easy for you. And exactly what I said. He came in after I had already started learning it, and he was just like, yeah, boom, it's this, that, and the third. And we grew from there. Like we just stuck together and, started studying a lot more, and then, took it more seriously. And that's what we've been doing since then.
Dang, that's insane. So it's from church.
Yes.
But I would say the church event we went to,
Mm-hmm.
the issue was the way they was delivering it was um it's very expensive to get into, and
Mm-hmm.
they were using what you want to call it 401ks. It was crazy because it
Yeah.
was like, oh, you use your 401k, you can you know make money your 401k, whatever the case may be, but it wasn't like affordable for no one to
Mm-mm.
actually get into. So
Yeah.
that's why we
They
was
made
at
it
the
seem that way.
yeah,
They
to
made
make it
it
seem
seem
that
that
way.
way.
Mm.
Yeah.
So us being a little younger, 401k, I'm like, why would I risk everything to give y'all just to start learning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, it got to be another way. Other people are
Gotta be
doing
another
this.
way.
Yeah.
Got to be another way. So like you said, YouTube University,
Yeah.
and then we went to start researching, and that's how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So did y'all? So after going to that meeting,
Mm-hmm.
how soon after did y'all actually start trading?
Um, I would say shortly after, once we went to YouTube University, and once the algorithm gets you, it gets you, and we just found a whole bunch of people. I would say maybe like a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny part was she had a coworker that was already trading.
Yes. Yeah, I had a
And
coworker that was already trading, and I had seen him for years because I was a former elementary school teacher,
Mm.
and I would see the charts on his computer, and I'm like, that's too hard for me.
Yeah.
Let you have that.
That's how I was too.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, them lines, all the things moving all over the place. Yeah, you can have that, right? And I'd always just walk past and not pay him no mind, not even ask no questions, right? Not knowing that these candlesticks meant money, not knowing that that chart was just there handing out dollars, and I was just naively walking away from it or not paying it no mind. So then finally, after I went to the event, I was just like, what them chart, what that mean, what's going on,
After that meeting.
yeah, after that meeting I was just
Right,
like,
right.
what's going on here, let me divulge a little bit more,
Right, right.
because what they were saying, it didn't make sense, and I know we on the same wavelength mentally. So if you can figure this out, I can figure this out. And he definitely gave us some insight. Was a awesome friend in the sense of like, yo, I'm gonna help you out. Like you said, people give you some advice, help you along the way.
Yeah.
Yep. So he was a lot. He was a
a
help.
big,
to
it was
us
a
too.
big help.
Big help. Big
Made it- made
influence
it-
too.
Yeah, made it less scary.
Made it less scary, and was willing to walk with us, like hold your hand and walk with you. Versus if you're on YouTube trying to figure it out yourself, you might run into a wall and get stuck. You might get discouraged. You might just be like, I literally am stupid, right? Right?
Nah, man, dead
Right?
ass.
I have to be stupid, right? Because
Mhm.
you saying something, you showing me something, but it's not clicking. It's not landing. The wires ain't connecting. So I know a lot of people probably feel that way. But when you have someone that can break it down and make it make sense so that you can actually digest it and then actually put it into practice, that's life changing when it comes to information. That's you really want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it.
Okay.
Y'all could try to
Oh.
Now you can twist that one. You can make it towards you more.
You mean
You twist it like that, yeah, like that.
you want to bring?
Twist it like that. You can just turn it.
Scoot in a little bit.
That's
Yeah.
what
Scoot
makes
in.
y'all clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, boom, turn it. But yeah, no, I agree. And I had some people that were helping me too, but it
Mhm.
wasn't like more like, just telling me like, hey, bro, get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing with me is like, and I think that was my problem. It's still my problem. I don't really like following people because like I feel like I want to learn from myself. You know what I mean? And a lot
Good.
of times I was following maybe the wrong people. You know what I mean? And I'm getting in. I'm like, bro, this shit. I was losing. Like when I first started trading, I put 1,500 in.
Okay.
I didn't even know what a color I put was. And
Uh.
I'm in there just like, and I'll tell you, my biggest curse was not knowing what I'm doing, but trading FOMC, but not knowing that is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I just know that I was in a put
Oh.
and it dropped, and I was,
you
and I
printed.
made
Okay.
like 500, right?
Okay.
So I was like, and it was my first week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, I'm like, got it, this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me. And it's like, then that's where I messed up and just went to the next week thinking like, man, it don't matter what I do, it's printing, And I lost like most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the course of the next
Yeah.
month, I was just losing.
Give it right back.
So
Yeah.
it was like then what I did was I just went to a $50 account or like $100 account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so I could try. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
paper traded for like a month though. And I was like,
Okay.
you know what, I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna literally take one trade a day, you
Yeah.
know, for like 3 months.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
was probably losing more than I was winning, but I was like learning, you know
Learning.
what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like just trying to find an A1 setup.
Mhm.
And then, but it took some time, but I feel like those losses,
Those.
like so when you first started, like you probably didn't have to take as many losses. A lot of people start trading and it's like, bro, but if you got someone who can help you along the way, I didn't have that. That's basically my point I was making.
Uh-huh.
It was like I'm taking losses. I'm looking on YouTube and they're telling
Yeah.
me I'm looking at Forex videos, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? When I'm
Yeah.
watching, they're like fair value gas, like that's the only thing that matters. And I'm trying to do that. I'm like, this shit ain't really working, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm trading options and I'm realizing like it's not the same,
Same.
and that was
Yeah.
where I was messing. I don't know,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
having that person help a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I think the real cheat code to trading is mentorship, and well, there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
But I think mentorship and guidance is so pivotal. Like you're a baby, like you need to learn. Like babies need guidance. Like they don't know what they're doing. You don't know, like you said, you don't know what a call or a put was. You don't know what your profit target is. You don't know what a stop loss is. You don't know. You don't even know how to enter the trade, right? So how
Exactly.
are you going to know that? Like there's so much information on the internet. You will get inundated with the information and one person's telling you go that left, one person's going to tell you go right, and you're literally splitting yourself into two and confused.
100%. What happens in that situation, it was happening to me a lot, is you're trying to learn all these different trading plans at one time. They're like, you're like, you don't know which one works. So you're just kind of like, well, he said that, he said that. And what
Mhm.
happens is you just look in the chart and it's like, you're about to enter in a call, but you're like, but homeboy said, don't enter a call here. And then you get in and then you just do nothing.
Yeah.
And it just
Mhm.
takes off to the moon. You're like,
You should have.
yeah, I
I
was
just
about to
should
get
have.
in that, but
Yeah.
I was like trying to think of two different trading
Yeah.
plans that were conflicting. So
Yeah.
it's like you kind of that's a big one.
Yes.
But that's the thing. If you got a mentor, they can teach you a trading plan that's effective to them and they can show
Yeah.
you how to do it. But if you're just on that, I'm watching the video, I'm like, you
Yes.
think that watching more YouTube videos
Bro.
is more knowledge.
You,
So you're
Yes.
watching all of them. You're like, oh, and
100%.
then they're all different.
Yes.
You're like, and then you're just sitting there like, what the hell is going on? I don't know what to do right now. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of like,
It's
I guess my advice would be, or y'all could say your advice, like maybe it's best to find somebody, at least one person, and just watch their whole channel. Don't
Mhm.
sit there and watch 30 channels. Like you just search for uh whatever, and then you just watch a random person
Yeah.
because they're all on a different.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the 100% the case. Like
Yeah.
you need one mentor, one voice, one everything.
Yeah.
Like that. I think we all go through it.
Yeah.
Of course.
We definitely all go through it. We went through it
Yeah.
because when we first started, I'm listening to one voice. We're a couple. She has one mentor. I have my own mentor. We're trying to put this stuff together, and
Mm.
it's not working. But the way we work is we want, like you said, you want to know why you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Why am I entering a call? Why am I entering a put? Why am I not jumping into this? So we felt at a time who I was trying to learn from and everything like that. They was letting us know
No, the why.
the why instead
Mhm.
of because it's cool when you make money, but if you don't know why, how do I do this again, or why do I depend on? I'm gonna need to depend on you all the
Mhm.
time. So the way we teach is like we're letting you know why we do it, why we're doing it, so you can go ahead and do it yourself. We're not around.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what
Why
I
is
heard
important.
from you when you were saying you were learning from your friends and you would copy them. And yeah, of course you made some money, at FOMC day, but could you recreate that the next week, right? Could you understand why that your friend took that trade and why he didn't take another trade? And that's our biggest reason why, because when I was learning, the why was annoying me. Like I need to know, that's my personality, right? I need to know why we getting to B, then how do we get to C, right? And I wasn't getting that. It was, and I don't roll like that. Just like you, I'm not interested in following anyone, right?
Mhm.
I want to learn for myself. I'm willing to invest time, whatever the case is, but I am not willing to put my money on the line off of what somebody said. I don't join nobody line. That's just anything I'm doing. But it's not arrogance. It's just because I just have such a high expectation for myself and I want to know. I want to know what's going on. So that's what our biggest thing is, not just follow, not just do as we say. We teaching you. Like we teach you. Like we are giving you, empowering people with the knowledge on a daily basis, unapologetically, because we know how confusing it can be, how upsetting it could be to be like, man, I really want to do this. I see people making money.
That's me right
I
now. It's like I want to do this shit so bad, but I keep losing. Like I get to the
uh-huh.
point, I'm like, bro, my buying power is low. I'm like, I really want to go, but it's like you keep putting in. You're like, bro, I can't just keep
There's
losing everything I'm putting in.
there's
Not
a lot of,
everything, but
but
20,
Yeah.
no,
30%,
yeah,
40%. Yeah.
yeah, and there's aspects of the trading world, or just the whole thing as a trader, that people just think is just candlesticks and levels,
Mm.
right? People just think that that's what it is. You go on, you turn on, you get your brokerage, you put your money in, and boom, I'm gonna make money. There's a whole nother psychology part. Like we
Yeah.
teach our people that trading is 20% skills, the candlesticks and all that, but 80% psychology.
Yeah.
Trading is a mirror, right? It's going to tell you who you are in the real world. If you're greedy, it's going to show you that. If you overly cautious or scary, as he called me,
Hmm.
though, it's going to show you that.
Yeah.
But the way that trading does, it breaks you down, right? And you have to address your demon, right? And
Yeah.
once you address your demon, you're going to get to that next side of the goal, which is profitability, consistency, that dollar that you want. It's not just about the money. It's about who you are, understanding that, and knowing how to address it in the market. So it's super cool. We trade the same style, we same strategy, but he is Mr. I gotta get it all, like big bag money, big money. That's him. I've cautious.com. Like, especially when I started trading, if the candlestick changed color, I'm out. If I was in a bunch of green candles, I saw a red candle, up, sold, done,
That's me.
Yeah.
That's
done.
how I be.
I was cautious.com. And then, like you said, what? Then it goes in you. That was a good trade.
Yeah,
That
that
was a
was the
good trade.
trade.
That was a good trade. But the thing, what I realized, and then he was Mr. Greedy in the sense of he want to see that thing through. So he
Yeah.
would stay in it. But also, what we realized, and in our process of learning and developing our strategy, is that you have to have a strategy, one, and you have to trust it. If you're able to trust your strategy, you're able to see the trade through to either profit target or stop loss. Those are the only two reasons you should get out of a trade. If you do anything in between, that's called emotions. And when you let emotions come in, then what? We don't never get to see what the trade would ever do. You don't let it play out. So that's our,
That's powerful.
yeah.
So y'all balance each other.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
He's not gonna go too far his side. You're not gonna go too far on your side because you're hearing what he's doing. You're kind of like pushing you more
No,
towards the middle.
we've been through a
Ooh.
lot,
Oh yeah.
a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
like you said, I'm more aggressive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get in before her?
No, we that's the thing. We get in the same time,
So
but my
same
my
entry.
size will be different,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then I'll go on a tilt.
He can
That's
easily he can
my
go on a tilt
I
quick.
go on a tilt.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
So okay, yeah, go ahead, Mr.
Uh,
Tilt, man.
tilt is I lose a trade and over position size the second trade go it'll be ugly, big losses.
Yeah.
Turn to
Jump in it,
bigger.
yeah, jump into the
Mm. Can give him this.
It's all good.
Mm. Sorry.
No, you good.
Sorry.
Nah, that's all good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, go back
Yeah.
with your tilt.
All right. Yeah, so tilting is I take a loss and I just go crazy. Like crazy. I jump back into the next trade, no setup, I don't need nothing. I double, triple my position size. I lost $800 on my first trade. Now I'm down 3,000 and I keep going and I'm down 9,000.
Mm-hmm.
I did that Friday. Same
Yeah.
thing I did.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's like I don't know why, and I'm glad you said that. It's like this thing that takes over you, where you start entering trades, but it's not following your setup.
yeah.
And it's like you're like, nah, it's cool, it's gonna work. It's like I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, but we do it, and it's a psychology thing.
Mm-hmm.
Foam, revenge trade.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
revenge trade.
Yeah, but the tilt revenge trading and that's where we different.
We
We're
differ.
different.
Yeah.
She's not gonna revenge trade. She's
Yeah.
not gonna do that. She's done. She's one and done. Green, red, whatever. She's gonna stick to her rules.
So
Me,
one trade a day.
No. So with me, really and truly, so our trading styles are very different, and it mirrors our persona, right? He's risky. He is more into like he would do like sports betting and stuff. So it fits him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am cautious. I'm the middle child. It just fits my personality. I'm the only girl. I'm just like, do this way. So I have my rules when it comes to my trading. If I'm in my setup, and what I've also realized through my journaling is that I do better if I'm in a winning trade and I add on to that winning trade.
Do it the same contracts?
I know I get newer, in the
Closer. Oh,
yeah,
so you just add on from a higher or lower. Okay, got
in
you.
in the direction of the move,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Of course.
So I would buy, but I would add on like in the bigger size in the add on.
That's interesting. Yeah, I actually haven't really heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah, so that's my way of maximizing that trade. My original trade, once it's in profit, if I see another entry out, add on to that one and maximize the whole move. But
Mm.
what I realized too, because I'm cautious.com, if I'm green on the day and there's another setup, it's really, really hard for me to do another one, right? So I like to, like I said,
Capitalize on
maximize
one setup.
maximize that setup. It works with my psychology. Him, he can take most. He can get out green, get out red, get back. It's different for him. But go ahead.
I want more.
He wants more.
Want more.
He wants more.
Mm.
And I am going to, when I exit out that first trade that's made whatever I made, I'm good. Like I'm good because it's my psychology is like set in the sense of that I can't give back my profit. He's willing to risk his profit to make more. And
So how often would y'all add contracts in the red
In
while the
okay.
trade is red?
So I'm not gonna add on a red trade. I'll
Mhm.
just take a separate trade.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the one thing I'm gonna do is follow my rules. If it hit my stop loss,
Yeah.
I'm out.
That's it. And what is the stop loss usually?
So what we do is we basically like wait for a like a pullback, a certain candle that we look for, and
Mhm.
we use the candle as our entry and our stop loss. So we enter. If it goes up a little bit and hits our stop loss, we're out.
Is that stop loss manual or is that set?
It's manual.
Manual.
We do manual.
Yeah.
Like we learned that way, but a lot of people use the automatic one. But we know the level. So if it's gonna hit the level, it's gonna hit the level. We get out.
We
So,
trust ourselves to get out.
yeah, I trust myself to get out of it.
So the stop loss is your entry, or
No, no.
it's the previous candle.
So we'll use the previous candle, and then if the previous candle, say in a call, it passes the candle, that's our entry. The bottom of the candle is
The
our
bottom
stop
of the
loss.
previous
The
candle.
previous candle is our
Gotcha.
stop loss.
Including the wick and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And if it whatever it crosses, then we just make a decision off that. So like how she says how we would add in a contract, it's going, and we get another candle which shows the same entry. So now we have a new set of contracts.
Yeah.
So we add now. So we have a original position size, which we already took some profit off because we believe in having runners.
Mhm.
Buy 8 contracts, we sell 4. We continue on 4. Now we're playing with house money. We get another set of contract, and that's where we'll make our bigger money. So we already in the green. The it's trending, and then I'll add in a bigger size in there. That's where the money come from.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So basically, it's about 20% or 10 to 20% stop loss typically. Which is good.
Yes.
It's not always gonna
That's
be the
typical.
same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
that's
the same, but that's
standard.
good. Yeah,
That's a good.
I'm
That's
I'm definitely good with that.
Mhm.
And sometimes you get lucky, but I ain't lose that much. Woo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I need to get on that. You know what I mean? Because I might get on some like I'm down 20%. It's looking good on my ad in the red.
Yeah.
And it's like, and
That's
some
rough.
it has worked a lot of times,
Yeah.
but then sometimes it don't. And
Yeah.
just to go back to something you said earlier. Well,
Mhm.
there's a couple things y'all said. One of them was the why. And
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Like when I was like trying to kind of follow people and do like if
Mhm.
I don't know why, and then I don't know how to do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
was doing a lot of reversals.
Yeah.
Like I actually have a homeboy who has a bot that's really good at calling like how high it's gonna go. It's not always right, you know what I'm saying, but a
Yeah.
lot of times it is. So like I was using that and I was catching a lot of reversals. Like it would just hit it and just drop and I'll get some big trades. Sometimes I'd be in the red, I add on, whatever the case may be, and it's work. But the problem is it's like it's not always right, number one, but number two, it doesn't always reverse there. It could keep going. So it was like I had a whole month of like catching like reversals on like back to back. I'm thinking I'm good, and then I get into this month and I take an $800 and it's like literally losing half your account, $800 loss trying to catch reversals, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to like literally like figure out like, cause like you said, no, you said the why, and you said you have to be able to repeat it.
Yes.
it's like you can't really repeat reversals. You know, they're
Yeah.
really you can get them. They be
Yeah.
lucky. Sometimes you size up right and that shit
Yeah,
just go.
we
You know what I
go.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes it don't. You know, and it's like I had to be like no more reversals. And I
Mhm.
did catch one reversal last week that was nice.
Yeah.
But it's like if it's clear, it's
It
sometimes.
has
Yeah.
to be
But
clear.
Clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, we play reversals.
Yeah. Yep.
Not as much,
Mhm.
yeah,
but our reversals we have like rules to our reversals.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always watching cues and spy, and it has we always say confluence. We have to have more than one reason to take a
A
reversal.
reversal.
100%. And then
Yeah.
what is the reasons? I'm curious.
So what we keep on our chart is the VWAP, the 200.
Hmm.
We have levels we have drawn out.
Mhm.
So each chart, multiple charts have to have a level. Say it's going in a call going up. It has to have something on the top, some
Mhm.
type of
Resistance up there.
resistance at the top.
Mhm.
Both of them, not just one. Okay, I see Q's has a 200 here, and the Spy has because we call them the cousins.
Cousins.
Yeah,
They
for
all
sure.
they're with each
Mhm.
other, so they're big,
Hmm.
market movers. So we'll watch them and say, okay, it's getting to that level. Now let's see if we get any type of weakness at this level because we're expecting a bounce.
Right.
Mhm.
You feel me? And then, like you said, it never works 100% of the time, but we want some type of it gets to that level and it start to show weakness on a smaller time frame. So we'll go a
Mhm.
minute, 2 minute, and you'll see, okay, it's having a hard time breaking. We'll put the stop loss of high of the day, and then your reward is way bigger on the bottom.
Mhm.
Mm.
But if it's just you will kind of get that feeling because if you're going up there and it just rips through, we're like, nah, cancel that, cancel
Yeah.
that idea.
So like, how quick would you be out? And as soon as it breaks the high of the
Yeah,
day, you
your
out.
stop loss is high of the day. So, but we want to see weakness. If the chart's just going, because you think about it, when you're playing a reversal, you're going against the trend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
You're
exactly.
going against. It's like, bro, this thing is moving, and you're
Yeah.
betting that it's stopping right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't want to. We don't. As soon as it touch, just go against it.
No.
We want to see candles, 2-3 minute count, just
On what time frame?
Weakness.
about 2 minute.
2 minutes.
Look at
Yeah.
So we
2 or 3 2-minute candles.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
they're if they're wicking above, is that a problem, or how do you feel about wicking above?
We have no problem with wicking. Like if we have like we even like the pre-market high,
Mhm.
it wick and to me the wick
The wick shows
that
shows the
it's
weakness.
it's
Mhm.
weakness in there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
feel me? If you get a big wick and it's like, you know what,
There's something.
the risk to reward is real nice.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it keep going, you switch your bias. All right, it's trending. Let's see if we
Get a
can get an
call.
entry. See if we can find. We wait for our entry for a call.
So do you guys look at any of the EMAs like 921 or any
9.
9? So is that something that would also help you understand the reversal?
No, we don't. No, we just we'll the 200. We have a levels we use pivot points, which draw the levels for you, and then
Mhm.
she
Mhm.
find her levels. She the queen of levels on the hour and 4 hour.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. So it's something that because we're focused on helping beginners, right?
Yeah.
So we want the novice, we want the retiree, we want the mom, we want the teenager, we want those people that are like we focus on beginner traders, right? We focus our goal in in regards to this teaching aspect, beginner or intermediate traders like that are still out here struggling, that really see these candlesticks, and if you had even an inkling, like a little voice in your head was like, that would be cool. That's who we're here for, right? Or yeah, I've started this world of trading, but I don't understand what's happening yet, or there's not something that's repeatable yet for me. That's our focus, right? So we focus on that, and that's why we teach the way we do, and we teach in a very simple way because it's like you said, it's something that you can repeat, that you can do on your own, that is repeatable. Like you
Yeah.
can literally say, okay, I understand why I'm getting in, or why that doesn't look good. The why was so important, but it was so elusive on the internet. The why.
No, it is. It
Yeah, it's
is.
very elusive. It's like, why is a unicorn? Where is it? Is it under the bed? Why y'all hiding it?
Right.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
it's like they're gatekeeping the information.
Mhm.
They have like communities that they want you to pay, so they're only going to give you a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which is understandable. I understand. Like
it's
when
fair.
mentorship is, it's worth something. It's worth a lot. Like that's how you could change your life. But when the content, and that's what you don't know. It's like I get now that
in
I'm
the
trading,
world.
I get it. But like when you're first starting, you don't know that
You
they're
don't
doing
know.
that.
Yeah.
So you're doing it. You're like, bro, I feel like I'm missing a lot right here. I'm
Hmm.
missing half of what's going on.
Yeah, I would say that it's so funny because we do get a lot of like people like, bro, y'all literally giving it. We literally give you everything we got. It's trading. Still, I don't care how much I teach you. You still have the emotional and everything through it.
Hmm.
So we're not afraid to. We make money trading, so it don't bother us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't hold nothing back. I mean,
Yeah.
I love when people take the same trades I take. We make money, but just like how you ask, like we have a criteria to what we do, and this is how you make money trading because we
Hmm.
know only time we taking a bounce is
Is
if
if.
X Y Z lines up. If it
Hmm.
doesn't happen, because guess what, you could back test it and you could do everything like that. Without if you just jump in it, you can't do it again.
Mm.
Why are we doing something?
Yeah.
We could when we're trading, everyone knows why we're doing something.
So true.
So we're not just taking some random stuff. Hey, XYZ, tell Buddy why we did this. And they could explain, anybody that we taught could say, this is why we're taking it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's
Without. Yeah.
yeah, we don't believe in gatekeeping. It's trading is one of them things where there's no competition. We all can
Oh,
make money.
off the same chart.
You feel me?
Mhm.
We're not looking
Mhm.
for, everyone's not looking to be number one on the pop charts and everything. This is all of us make money.
Mhm.
Right. It should never be a competition.
There's no competition. So the whole group, bro, nothing feels better than, bro, this person said they made $3,000, $6,000, $50, $300, and we all took the same trade.
Mhm.
It's fire.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like this is, in the world of the world of competition. There's no competition in trading.
Mm-mm.
We
Well,
all
I
can make money.
definitely learned a lot from you when y'all explain the stop loss.
Oh,
You know what
yeah?
I'm saying? And also about adding on the green trades. Because for me, it's like I'm over here, like it's been turn around, so I'm gonna hold it for a minute, you know what I mean? And then
Mm-mm.
now, you add on, now you minus more than you ever could have been minus, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Because you done added on in a red trade. I'm like, bro, it's worked before, but it's typically not. It's like probably lower probability. But
Very
like
much
what y'all
so.
were saying is like have that tight stop loss. It don't necessarily got to be manual,
Mhm.
but have the tight stop. I mean, it don't necessarily have to be automatic. It could be manual,
Yes. Yes.
and and just respect it.
Yeah.
Like don't let it just break through. Like, ah, damn,
Mm-mm.
you
Yeah.
just got a big old green
Like
candle.
I break rules, but stop loss is not gonna be one of them.
Mm-mm.
Mm,
I trust myself.
Yeah.
yeah,
One of them, I trust it. 100%. I'm gonna trust myself to press that button, and if it goes back in my way, guess what I do? I just
you
jump back and back.
re-enter.
Yeah, I just
Mhm.
re-enter the trade.
Mhm.
Don't like you feel me? No,
Yeah. No
No
harm, no
feeling.
no
foul.
feelings.
No, no
Yeah.
harm,
Yeah,
no foul.
No
Like
harm.
it's
yeah.
data. You have to look at trading as data, right? The candlesticks are telling you something, right? It's giving you have your entry criteria, and if it fits that, you take the trade. If it doesn't, you take your hands and then you sit on them. Like sitting on your hands is a skill in itself as a trader.
Mm.
A lot of traders don't know that. Like they don't understand that. We are so big in like letting our people know there's a setup that you're looking for. There's specific things that you need to see in order to put your hard earned money to work in these charts. If you don't see them, it doesn't mean you just put your money out there and hope. We say anytime you start saying the word hope, you're in trouble because
Mm,
hope is not a position, right? That's not a strategy. Okay. So if there's not a setup, you sit down. You have patience. We teach patience. We
Mm.
preach patience. We
Mm.
live it because the market is not about speed, it's about execution and efficiency. So once you have that down and you learn how to sit and wait, then the losses are minimal, if that, because not only you waited for the ideal setup, but you also have a tight stop. So, okay, I might lose 10, 20% here, but when I get a good setup, it's 60, 50, 100, 200%, whatever the case is. But you did not suffer those losses where your confidence gets shaken. You
yeah.
start researching new strategies.
Mm.
Your account look different. You start questioning, why am I even doing this? Why do you subject yourself to that? You better than that.
You talking to me? That's me right
Bro,
there.
the crazy part, we've been
we
there. We've
I'm
been
talking
there.
to us.
I'm
Like,
Yeah,
talking
you
I'm
know what I'm
talking to the
saying?
younger us.
You
Like we've
better
been there.
when I say you better than that, you better than that. I'm better than
nah,
that.
for sure.
Like you're not
Well, I mean, I need to hear that.
yeah,
Yeah.
For real.
you're not slow. You're not slow at
Yeah,
all, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just understanding that it's mechanics, yo. It's literally the A plus B equals C. And if that setup ain't there, then chill. Don't
Yeah.
force nothing.
It'll come to you. We always
It'll
say it'll
come
come,
to
yo, it'll
you.
come to you. We see the market, like we're on live and we're like, yo, hundreds of people on there, like, yo, keep calm. It'll come if this trade is meant for us.
Mhm.
It'll come to us.
Mhm.
Sit on your hands. Wait, 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 wait. It's coming. It's coming.
Mhm.
But when it's time,
Be ready.
Be
be
ready.
ready. Be
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
So do y'all enter market or limit?
We do. I do market. We
Market.
do market. We try to do
Market.
Market too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do
market.
market. We teach market.
Because a lot of people too, especially they're new traders, y'all fidget. Man,
You can't
nothing's
be
worse.
fidgeting
Nothing's
with.
worse than we all take a crazy trade, and someone's like, "Oh man, I
I didn't
missed
get
it. I'm in
filled.
limit. I
I didn't get
filled."
filled.
I'm
It's
like,
still working.
bro, you worrying about a couple cents, bro.
Yeah.
Leave limit for the people who playing with crazy money.
That's
Yeah.
who. That's
You
who
feel me?
They
limit
lose
will.
Yeah.
$1,000 or
Yeah.
$10,000 on an entry.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not us.
That's not us.
Yeah.
You
That's
sitting
not
on
us.
you waited this long for a nice setup and you missed it because you fidgeting around
What,
playing with limit
25
orders,
cents?
trying
Like,
to save
nah.
coins.
Mm-mm.
Right.
That's
See,
not
for
for
like
us.
my way is I only trade stuff that's got a tight bid and ask.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
that's
you
what-
have
If it's
to.
because I didn't know that when I was new, I was doing UAL or one of them ones. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was,
And
I was
the
like,
biz and ask
I'm like
about.
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
like, hey, what's got the biggest bullish
Yeah.
trend right today?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, UAL. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Get like 2-3 contracts. It's like
Instantly
$150
down. Yep.
spread or whatever, 100 something. I'm like, I'm down 400.
400,
I'm
yeah.
like, and I literally don't know why.
Mm.
So I'm like, bro, I'm down all this money, and then
Yeah.
it's going against me at
Yeah,
that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So then I just
Yep.
exited the trade within like 2 minutes. I'm like, what just happened? You know?
Yep.
So it's like them lessons. I'm
Yeah.
like,
It's
bro,
lessons.
dumbass shit.
It's
Yeah.
lessons that.
We trade the same stocks. We married to our stocks.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
we keep it like that. But like you said, the biz and ask them wide spreads. Like you
gotta
enter
watch
it, you're gonna
them.
need them things to
You're
move.
gonna have to have a limit order. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like if you want to trade it, but I feel like why? Because most of those ones aren't moving that much.
That's
Mm-mm.
what, yeah, exactly.
You
That's
want
why
the
we're
one
married
that's
to.
like-
That's why we're married
Yeah.
to certain stocks.
So what is y'all's like? If you had like an 8
Mm.
watch list, or let's just say 5 watch lists, what would it be?
You want to go yours?
Spy, QQQ, SPX is my like baby.
Mhm. That's his baby.
That's my baby. We do the bigger stocks: Amazon, Microsoft, Google,
Don't forget.
Tesla.
I was about to
yeah,
say,
I'm
don't
about to say,
forget Tezzy.
my baby. Yeah, that's
Tezzy, my
her.
girl now.
Yeah,
Tezzy will come
Tezzy.
through.
Mhm.
Tezzy will come through, and IWM. IWM those are good ones, because of the volatility is there, the movement is there, right? We have to respect them in the sense of that they're big stocks, and they're big companies or big tickers that give us that movement that we like, the calls and the puts, the uptrends, downtrends. So we're able to take advantage of those movements. And
I'm gonna say PLTR. We forgot
PLTR?
Meta's on there.
yeah, Meta's
And
on
then
there.
PLTR is starting to make his way.
No
Yeah.
Nvidia.
Oh,
Oh.
Nvidia. We forgot Nvidia, AMD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AMD
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Nvidia.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got to keep them on the list.
Yeah, so
I
we
mean, that's the list right there.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
list.
Honestly.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I trade mostly like IWM. Sometimes like Spy. I will do Apple sometimes or Amazon.
Yeah.
It just depends. I've traded a lot of stuff so far, but I focus on those ones like IWM and like lately the last like month has been like IWM and Apple.
IWM.
Like once they did the
Yeah.
the 0 DTE.
Oh, yeah.
Because before I couldn't really, because I don't have as much buying power yet, so I
Mhm.
can't really trade like Tesla couldn't trade
Mm-mm.
that.
Yeah.
Couldn't trade Microsoft or Meta
Yeah.
or
'Cause they're
or even
expensive.
Apple either. Maybe a little bit
Yeah.
Apple, like get like 1 or 2 contracts.
Yeah.
But now that they got 0 DTE, I can actually trade this stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like I can get like 2, 3, or 4 contracts of Tesla, on a
Yes.
0 DTE
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, or Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it because it's not going to cost you 1,000 per contract
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
Mhm.
It's 100, especially for Meta and all that. So it was like 1,500 or sometimes. Or,
Mhm.
depending on what contract what day it is.
Your
Yeah.
people would trade. So Tesla they'll use what,
TSLL.
yeah. So,
So
for the people who can't afford it, and will have a Tesla play, they'll go to TSLL.
Because it's the premium's a lot lower.
Mm.
So we'll tell them like, don't just get 2 contracts of TSLL though, because the premiums are lower. But the movement mimics Tesla. So it gives you that same feel. And like you said, if their account size isn't, up to the Tesla contracts, at least it could still, benefit off that movement.
That's good to know. I actually didn't know that. I never heard
Mhm.
that before.
Yeah, TSLL is good.
Yeah,
It's
so
pretty
we have like a variety of people in the group. So
Yeah.
they'll trade like the Hood, SoFi,
Mhm.
Bank America, those type of names.
AAL.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'll trade those, but I don't really like trading SoFi personally because like it don't move. It'll move like 50
Yeah.
cents. So I mean, if you can trade SoFi, but I feel like you gotta get like 20 contracts.
You got to buy. Yeah, you got to
buy the
buy a lot.
contracts,
So that's
yeah.
how we teach them. Like just because they're cheap, don't go buy 2 contracts. Or
Mhm.
Yeah.
something. You still want to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't go. Maybe Meta's $800. You can't afford a Meta.
Yeah.
But so far, if they're going for $20, man, put $200
Mhm.
worth of contracts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Instead of
that's what
just
I wasn't doing. Like I
yeah,
didn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
yeah,
I was like I would get into SoFi and be like, I made like $20 in this trade. I was here for
Mhm.
yeah,
like an hour, you know. So
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with a lot of stuff. You gotta like get the right
Ru-
contracts. When I first started, that's what I had to learn. And this is for the new people. Like you can't go too far out of the money. You know, like if you only have like for like if you have a $500 account, for example,
Mhm.
and you want to trade Tesla or something. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
Like, don't go and get like if it's at 200, don't get a contract for like 150 a
Mm-mm.
call. You know,
Mhm.
it's like a strike price for 150 or I mean not 150, but I mean 250. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You're in a call and it's like Delta's like 6 cents. You're like, bro, you just need to go ahead and trade what's in your price range. You
Yeah,
know,
Yes.
and they
That's
exactly.
don't, and that's one thing you're not going to get on YouTube. They're not going to tell you that. They're not
Yeah.
going to really get into the contracts, but like you got to stay in the money. Like, or write one out of the money. Or
Mhm.
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, let me ask y'all, like, what contract? If you're going to get a trade on anything, what where do you what contract do y'all choose?
I'm at the money.
You're at the
I'm
money.
at the money. Unless I'm trading SPX, I'll go like 20 points out because
Mhm.
SPX, moves and
Moves.
moves, and then
Yeah.
and then sometimes you said their contracts is at the money could be 2,000. I'm still
Mm.
buying contracts out the money, but they're 16, 1,500. So it really doesn't. But everything else, yeah, I'm at the money. Unless it's maybe one out the money or Tesla,
Mhm.
Meta.
So when you say at the money, is that above or below?
Um, I would say above. I would say above.
Above usually,
Mhm.
one above.
Above or one out. I stay in that
It's
range.
either above
Depends
or
on
below.
yeah,
Either
Mhm.
one.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just it depends. I don't play with it. I'm definitely not going out the money like crazy because
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
The movement has to be massive for
massive
that
for it
to even become profitable the way you want it to.
Yeah.
And we had someone that like um was in the group and was like, "Yeah, I don't know why I'm not making money. It went, but you know, why I'm not making money like y'all made money."
Right.
We looked at his thing and he was like so far out the money. I'm like, bro,
Strike
who
price.
taught you
yeah,
that? Ain't
yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
teach you how
If
to
it
do
goes
that.
100%, you still make $1 off 100%. Like, bro, you feel
Yeah.
me? But we have it's so crazy. There's people on the internet that do that. That teach their people to do
That
that.
teach people to do
That teach
that.
people to do that, and
No, for sure.
they
On
brag
YouTube as
on
well.
yeah
That's what I'm talking
they
about.
brag on percentage. Bro, like you can't
You can't spend?
you can't spend percentage.
Yeah.
So they'll show oh yeah this went
I made a
two three hundred
$1,000
percent
trade.
yeah.
It's
Thousand
like a
percent
hundred
trade.
dollars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm just like, bro. Yeah, so they like to show the percentage of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never show how much money you made.
Mm.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, if you made the money that if you put
Show the
1,000,
money.
yeah, show the money.
If you put $1,000 in that
$1,000 and that
trade,
thing went a
And it went
thousand
1,000%.
Yeah,
You're gonna
you made
show
a
that.
bag.
bag. But
You're gonna show that.
they do that for new people, and it looks good on the outside. Like, oh my gosh, because that's what you're thinking. But why? What allows you to hold it that long? Because you're not making no money.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you're allowed to you're able to hold something to 1,000% because like bro, after I'm done, I only made $100,
Exactly.
right? But I put down $10,000 on something. You imagine that thing going 1,000? It's no way I could hold that long.
Yeah, exactly. Once you
Because
get
it's
up
no-
enough,
yeah,
you're like, I'm out.
I'm
Oh
out.
yeah.
So as far as your exit, well, actually, let's just start with the entry. What is a A1 entry for y'all? Like, I know y'all got the same entry. So what's the A1 entry for
Mm.
you?
I would pre-market high, pre-market yesterday's high break on calls, vice versa. Pre-market low, previous day low.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna look for a break of pre-market, then a break of the
Yeah,
previous
that's
day
A
low.
plus. That's A plus.
Okay.
But we'll definitely take a trade of the. We don't like to trade inside of the pre-market
Yeah,
range
yeah.
unless it's super wide and it's like all right.
Mm-hmm.
But our perfect, like you said, perfect entry is yesterday's break and on the pre-market.
So A1 for you would be where they're close, the pre-market low and yesterday's
Mhm.
low.
Yeah,
Close. 'Cause
yeah.
sometimes
Mhm.
they be
Sometimes
far.
they're
Yeah, be
like,
far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some of them be far, and sometimes
Yeah.
they're really
Yeah.
close together. Yeah.
So like you said,
I
that's
see.
like A
I like
plus.
that.
Yeah.
That's some juice right there.
Yeah.
It's like
Because it breaking a major
Critical
range
levels,
of
yeah.
levels.
it's
of,
showing
like,
you
yeah.
strength. There's a lot of
Strength, yeah.
strength. See, like I said, like I was showing y'all before, I just started like distinguishing what yesterday's low and high was.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like yeah, sometimes it is close. So once it breaks both,
Both of them.
So are you looking at a break? Then what? Like what's
We
the
want to retest,
Retest
of that
of that
level.
a
level.
retest of the previous day's low?
The
Yeah.
critical level that was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is if you're in a put position, that would be previous.
Yeah.
day
Yeah,
low.
confirmation.
Confirmation that
yeah.
that level that was a floor has now turned into a ceiling.
Okay,
Right? 'Cause
so
that's-
it broke, retrace. So if it breaks through, let's just say it's the previous day's low and you're getting the puts. If it breaks through and goes a couple candles above, how do you feel about it then?
Oh, sorry. So it breaks through down
Mm-hmm.
and goes back up inside.
Yeah.
If it breaks back out, we're probably in. We get a candle what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
That's
we're
sweet.
we're in.
I can
Yeah.
see
So it
that.
doesn't
We're
matter
in.
if it just taps it and rejects it. It could break
Yeah,
through
it could.
almost.
Yeah, it
You
could
can,
break through. Yeah, it
Yeah.
could break through.
because
Gotcha.
it's still in a downtrend, still in
Yeah.
a downtrend, and sometimes it'll give you that look, but then it could just be a pullback, and we like pullbacks.
Yeah, we like
We
yeah
like
yeah.
pullbacks.
We're not breakout traders, so
Yeah, we're
we're
not
not
breakout
chasing. Yeah, we're
traders.
not
Mm-mm.
chasing. If it's like you said, if it's meant for us, it'll come back in.
Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful. It's the most. There's a calm. I don't know if you ever done like parasailing or gone up in the air. You know how it's like all this adrenaline when it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah.
and then when you're finally up there, it's like calm. Like it's
Yeah.
just peace.
Mm.
That's how I feel when I get in a good trade.
Yeah.
It
Facts.
just flows. It just
Yeah.
moves. Like it
When,
just
like right when you get in, it's green
Bro,
yeah.
immediately.
It just
you remember we
flows.
seen that from a guy on
And I saw this on I saw it on a video one time. We were watching a YouTube video and it stuck with me. It's like he was like a profitable trader, like a like hedge fund type of trader. Dude, they were interviewing him, whatever the case is.
Right.
And he was just like, trading when it's a good trade, it'll just go.
Yeah.
When if a trade you're fighting for your life and you're holding on and you're sweating and you're praying and you're looking, it's not most likely it's not a good setup. Most likely it's not a good trade. So a good trade, a trade that you have checked your confluences, that it has marked all those boxes for you, the levels have broken, it showed you your entry, it should just go. It should just flow. And it doesn't mean now, this is the key. It doesn't mean that you're going to win or be in profit. It just means that it actually did what you wanted it to do, or it went through the actual setup, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
It followed through the setup. you were looking
exactly,
for.
because we as traders we kind of sometimes say it has to make money or go to our profit target all the time to be a good trade. A good trade is a good trade. My setups, the levels were broken. I saw the pullback. I saw whatever I needed to see, but the market's going to be the market. And you have to respect the market for what it is. So don't feel bad. Oh, I'm a bad trader. I suck because it didn't go to my profit target. If you can look back at that chart and say, I would take that trade again, then it
It's
was a good trade.
Yep.
Like, don't beat yourself up. Nobody knows what the market's going to do. I always say that if you knew, you'd be on an island with having somebody fan you, right? You'd be, you'd have whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to give ourselves some grace and understand the market is very volatile. The market is the market. These candlesticks do what they want to do. But what you can trust and hold on to is your execution and your strategy.
Right, and
And
for
that's it.
y'all, it's powerful that stop loss. Like if you get that,
Oh.
that's a pretty that's a tight stop loss.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
Mhm.
people teach like, or they do like, we're gonna hold on, add on, and do all this stuff. But it's like for y'all, you're out already.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not really gonna feel no type of way. Be like, hey, shit, it went the other way. Setting up for a call. I'm just gonna do that and forget the last trade. But it's
Mhm.
like so basically for y'all. So one more question I have about the entry.
Mhm.
Like once, let's just say you're getting the puts, it breaks the pre-market, it breaks yesterday's low,
Mhm.
it goes back up, and then when are you gonna enter? What's the actual entry? Are you looking for it to break back through and hold below yesterday's low, or what's your entry?
No, so depending on how much it pulls back to,
Mhm.
we're looking for a candle which we call a CC, a containment candle. We have our entry, we have our stop loss. That could be our new low. So depending on how far it pulled back,
Yeah.
our first profit target might be low of the day.
So you're gonna already
So
be in.
depend on because we're saying okay, if it's a pullback, first profit target is low of the day. We take a little bit off, and if it continues to go, then perfect. But we know, okay, we already made money because we know now that's a level because it ripped through, stopped, came back. If we enter and it works, we'll take a little bit of low of the day, and if it continues to go, we hold on runners.
So what's gonna make you want to enter? You're seeing it's breaking out.
It didn't it. So we have critical levels. So like you said, we say it broke the big level is yesterday's low. It broke through yesterday's low, came back, retested it, start giving the push to like it's going to go back down.
Okay, so
it's
basically
using-
you're gonna look at the pre-market low.
yeah, we're using
Mhm.
that as a level.
Yeah.
So before we enter any type of trades, we mark up the charts on the hour and the 4 hour of our lot levels. So we just use those as profit targets. So we get a break, retest, and the profit target are the levels that we
That already broke.
already broke.
Yeah, I like that.
Mhm.
That's good. Yeah.
Mhm.
So in that sense. So, and we'll continue doing the same thing. So now, if it rips to another level and we get another setup, this is where we add.
Like what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Added to a
Now we're
green
adding.
trade.
It's like, yo, this thing is, and you'll, after a while, you'll feel it. Like it's just ripping through levels that it had trouble with.
Yeah.
So it rips through, gets a little pullback. Hey, we're looking for our candle. We get it. Time to put size on it. Remember, we're already playing with house money. We're good. We're green. Now this is where we're gonna make our money.
Yeah.
I like that. So like let's say it breaks the you enter it in around the pre-market, it's back to the low of the day. When you say you're gonna take some profit, is that like half your contracts or
Yeah, we normally take half.
take half right there?
We take half.
And then you hold the rest.
And we hold the rest and keep running.
And is that gonna be like another key level that you
next?
It might be the other days.
Yep.
Low or
higher
levels that we draw in the morning. Before.
Yeah.
And we're just all we're using is the levels. Anything in between, we don't make no decisions.
So let's say it breaks the low of yesterday. You sell off your contracts. It gets to the next level. Do you sell the rest of your contracts, or you just go sell two again?
We'll sell
Another
two
half.
again.
Another half.
Yeah, another half.
Yeah.
So then you leave half of those.
Yes.
runners, and then you'll do it that way.
Yeah.
And even it's just perfect. It does say pre-market low breaks, and yesterday's low is a little down here. Guess what we'll do? That breaks to get a retest of the pre-market low. Guess where your profit target is? Yesterday's low. We know for a fact yesterday this is the lowest it went. We have to take something off.
Got you.
We have to take something off, and we'll leave runners. And we move our runners to break even. If the runners don't run, that's just part of the game.
So when you you do set a set stop loss at break even.
It's more if it's the break even of your contract.
So
we'll look percent. So say you're up 30%, we're willing to say, okay, if the runner gets to like 2%, all right, let's sell it.
Market sell it.
Yeah. Just don't let the your runners go red. So we believe in once you put that money, that first set, it's in your pocket.
Yeah.
We're not giving that back.
Yeah.
And your runner that's its job to make you the 100%, the 200%, 300%.
I see.
It's never the whole position size.
You're never trying to be like, I got 10 contracts and trying to get 100%.
All 10.
No.
Because you know how many times something will go 30 and then it go back. Now what? Now you're red on a
green trade.
Green trade.
Yeah.
So that's why runners are it.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing, you can tell me what y'all think about this. What I've been doing is like if it gets to like 50%, I'll go ahead and set. I like how y'all did it. What I was doing was I was leaving one runner in, but I would set my stop loss automatic at 30%. And then what I should do if I do this is take off half right there, probably be better.
Because you got more from the work you've done, right?
Because I was doing the reason why I started doing that because somebody told me some people told me to do that, but also because I was doing a lot of green trades going red.
Yes, because you're holding everything.
Just holding everything. No, like I got key levels set, but when I'm in the trade, I'm like, hey, it's about to hit the next one. I don't know what this level be, but I don't even know what it is. It's just some dude on Instagram was like, this is a level. So I don't know what the hell that level is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I started doing was like. Stop looking at other people that chart you. And the reason why, and I think a lot of people can learn from this, a reason why it's cool because it be some facts. Like if you don't know how to chart,
it's good to start.
Or you're not confident in your charting.
Of course.
Like you feel like you know, but hey, they probably know better because they've been making millions and shit.
Yeah.
So you're following their levels, but the problem is you don't know what these levels mean. So when it hits it, you're like, hey, I don't know. I'm just a hold. You know what I mean? It looked like it broke it. But really, you should have been knowing that's yesterday's low or yesterday's high. I should go ahead and
respecting
it, unloading, either selling everything if that's what you want to do, like how you said you might do, or maybe just sell half or whatever. Have a plan.
Have a
plan. You can only have a plan if you chart it. How can you have a plan if you're just going out some random level someone told you? You don't know what they mean. The plan is not going to be valid.
So we always say respect your levels. We're going to respect our levels. Take some.
Take profit.
And okay, for me to sell all mine at one time, like you said, my plan was I'll do that on a scalp. I don't think it's gonna rip.
It might be chopped in the
exactly.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a scalp. I'm gonna put a little size on there. That thing go a couple percent because I have size. That's $2,000-$3,000 in a candle. I'm out. I don't think it's gonna continue to trend.
If it does, it does.
Good. That's not my business. But that was my plan. Like you said, always have a plan. Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
You feel me?
If you don't have a plan, it's just like getting into a car. When you're trading, if you don't have a plan, you're like, I'm just gonna get in here. I'm gonna drive. I don't know where I'm going. I know I'm trying to get over there to downtown Atlanta, but I don't know. I'm gonna just drive. I don't know where I'm going, and you're never
Mhm.
gonna get to your destination. Like you
Yep.
don't know when to sell.
Yep.
I mean, you might have had a good, and that was my thing. You might have a good entry plan, so you know how to get in there.
Mhm.
But once you're in, you're like, all right, I'm in the car. You know, I'm in here, I'm driving, but I don't know where my destination is. I don't know where I need to stop at. I don't know which way to go. So a lot of times you end up going red. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you know,
Mm.
taking the wrong turn because you
Yep.
didn't know. So it's like you gotta get into that trade with the plan.
Yep.
Because without a plan, you don't know
What you doing? Yeah.
what you doing. You might be up like how many times I've been up 100% on a trade and then down 50%
Listen,
in
Mm.
the
yeah.
same trade. You know, if you get in some volatile shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could
Yeah.
happen in some
And
enough
IWM will get you like that
Oh
you
quick.
know,
yeah.
your IWM will
Wait.
get you like that for
Yeah.
Wait.
sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in the contracts you said, which is above
Well, yeah.
the strike price. If they
Yeah.
have like the $70 delta,
Yeah.
$60,
Mhm.
them things will move
Yeah.
any
Mhm.
direction out here
Yeah.
real
Mhm.
quick.
So it's so funny that we have a group and it be some people will message us and be like, I'm in a trade. I don't know when to get out. I'm like, bro, how do you press a button
Mhm.
and not know? Like that's what we teach. Like when you press that button, you know where your stop loss is,
Mhm.
you know you're entering, and you know your profit target.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a
It's very
non-negotiable.
that's not
That is
other than don't
non-negotiable.
press a button. Like why you
Yeah.
getting in the trade? You
Yeah.
use the like I said, the VWAP, the two something. But you
Yeah.
just
So are you gonna sell on levels like the VWAP, or you're only gonna sell on
I'll
levels you
sell
said?
on I'll
Yeah.
sell on levels of VWAP. So
VWAP
VWAP the
200.
200. So anything that
Yeah.
we have like marked on a chart that is a
Critical.
critical level,
Mhm.
either
Key level.
resistance or support,
Yeah.
You're gonna sell
and we're
all
gonna
those
sell
levels.
some. Not yeah, and
Mhm.
we'll use runners the same way.
Yeah, you'll sell half
We'll
your
sell
contract
half
price.
for and like for new people that because we teach people once again not to P&L watch because if you P&L watch you count money that ain't yours,
Mhm.
right?
So we teach
So
them say trade the chart, not your P&L.
Do you guys trade what like where do you chart at? What brokerage?
Trading View.
Oh,
Well,
you
we
use
chart on
trading view.
Trading
yeah,
View, and we trade Thinkorswim by Charles Schwab.
Think or swim.
Mhm.
yeah.
So on your screen you got trading view up. So you
Mhm.
can't so is your P and L on your phone or your
Nah,
computer or it's not on your screen?
no, I took it off my phone so I don't see my
So there's no P and L.
P&L.
You're looking at
I
any
don't want
P and
that.
L.
Yeah, I see percentages, and that's it. I don't
So,
want to know how
so
much.
where do you see the percentage at?
You just edit the
What you
columns
view on your
on my trading
brokerage.
view.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
you can edit, take off the P&L because the P&L make you make decisions. And you're like, damn.
Yeah, we had a person in our group recently was just like, I've had like the best month since I blocked out my P&L because you're looking at money now. You count money that ain't yours. The trade, the money is not yours. It's not realized till you close out the trade.
Mm.
So as long as those candlesticks are still moving, that is not your money, right? So you're in a trade, you see that you're up $400, $500, right? And you've not hit profit target yet. You're like, oh, I made $500 on this trade, but you have not because you have not got exited out of that trade yet. You are now emotionally tied to those $400 or $500, right? You're like, that's my money. I could pay a bill. I could put that towards a credit card. I could go buy that bag or them shoes, or I can go buy groceries for the month. You're claiming that money and you did not exit the trade yet. Now your heart start palpitating because you're like, I can't lose this. I just made $500. I can't lose this money. Your strategy go out the window now. You're not worried about that. You just focused on the money that is not yours yet. And you forget about strategy. You forget about the profit target. You forget about stop loss. Everything flies out the window because you claiming this money. And guess what? You forget what you were supposed to be doing. Trade goes against you, and this money that you were claiming, gone.
Yeah, or you exit a trade
Yeah.
fast. You'll see $500 and
Yeah.
it's going up and down. Now you're down three. So, oh no, I gotta exit.
I gotta
Exit at
exit.
300. When the chart said you had some more to go, just a little
Mhm.
pullback.
Just a little
It
pullback.
hit your profit target. Could have been 700. It could have been one of them trades where we're like, bro, we trading we trading a group. So you have people that I exited too
Too
soon,
early.
right?
And now we're up.
And we're in there and we're up 300%, 400%. Okay, we enter it. Like, bro,
Can we
it's
enter
gone.
now?
It's gone.
No.
You remember it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why it's like just trade the
Trade the charts.
that helped me out, like
Trade the
especially
charts.
when you're sizing up.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't look at them numbers to
Mm-mm.
see down $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 when the trade still looks good. It still looks good, and it's so funny because
I
she
saw
has
him. Yeah. So I have I have like a story about him P&L, not P&L watching. I have access to his brokerage. He has access to mine, right, to see
Mhm.
whatever. And he was in this trade. Like I remember it very vividly. He was in this trade, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna focus on the charts. I'm not gonna P&L watch. You look at it and just monitor it. Just monitor it and just tap me on the shoulder if anything too crazy happened. I kid you not. I saw while he was in this trade, fighting this trade. It didn't hit a stop loss yet. He was still fighting in a chop. But he was down like 5 grand on that trade because he was trading SPX.
Mm-hmm.
5 grand. Then he was like, speaking through it like, oh, okay, it's gonna hit this level. I needed to do this X, Y, and
Did
Z.
you add on at all?
No,
No.
because it was red. We don't
Mm-hmm.
add on red
Don't add
trades.
on red
We don't
trades.
add on red
That's
trades.
a good. That's
We
a
don't add
good
on red
rule.
trades.
That's about to be my new rule.
Yeah.
We don't add on red trades. No, we manage it and we try to find a way for it, for it to get to our profit target. Nonetheless, he was in that trade. I saw him chop it down 4, down 35, down 2, and he got that. He was -5. He ended up green, green thousands, like 1,500 on that trade from a $5,000 red trade. He managed it all the way back. I'm like, my heart, after watching that P&L, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that you could have seen that number in the red and stayed in the trade. But he managed the trade in the sense of that he knew he was watching the charts, right? And that was such a big lesson for just a reminder for us because we knew what we are doing, obviously. But I was like, wow, to see it like how he did it, or the simple fact of that skill of not watching the P&L, the difference, the swing that
Oh,
it
so
was.
you didn't know you was down five
No,
bands?
No.
no.
Oh, so she
I'm
knew.
just
I
watching. Yeah, I'm
knew.
just
I
watching
was
the
watching
charts.
it. He was
Oh.
not. He was just watching the charts, and I didn't
Mm.
say anything to him. But I was over here like, oh my gosh, like this number is crazy.
No, I'm almost done. Let's for here.
Yeah, yeah,
Dang.
yeah. He was down.
So,
He didn't
I
know.
mean, that's a big lesson. Like, I see, it's tough for me. It's hard to not see the P&L. It's like I got to get that psychology out.
It's a
But
skill though. No,
yeah,
it's a skill because it's a skill, and even man, we peak still. Let me be honest, you peak. You peak. It is what it is. But you get better. No, to get to the number you want to get to, and to get to the automaticity and the comfort level with just the strategy is
yeah,
my reason. The dollars is not. The
it
dollars are
removes the feelings out.
the
Yeah.
It
dollars are
do.
the byproduct. Like
Mm.
if a good trade, if you follow your strategy and the trade goes your way, the dollars are the byproduct, right? Remember, we tell you trading is data. So you're looking for a specific entry and you're looking at to get to a profit target. If it does that, then the money will be the byproduct of that. If it doesn't, then it is what it
You
is.
lost. You hit your stop loss.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is
it
what
is.
it is. But you have to think of it's not like, oh, I suck or I win or it's you have to like detach. That's one of the books that we love, Trading in the Zone. We love to listen to that as like, like a background noise through our
It's a trading book.
yeah, trading
Trading zone.
trading in the zone.
Trading in the zone.
It have like audiobooks and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna check that out.
yeah, it's good. They have but in the sense of just understanding that trading is data. Like it's just giving you information and you're analyzing it and you're making an informed decision to take this trade or not take this trade. And that helps you detach and take your emotions out of it. Now, will your emotions creep back in? Will your
We're
emotions
human. Yeah, we're human.
Yeah.
stand up sometimes and get up in the mix? 100%.
Yeah, we're human.
But you have to do your best to safeguard yourself.
Uh-huh.
You remember that mirror we talked about? You got to have things to help you. That mirror help you out. Help yourself. If you greedy, have some strict rules. If you got to write them down, we tell our people write them down. Keep them right beside your computer. Remind yourself. Reread them before the market opens. Okay?
I'm gonna do that. That's a
Right?
good idea.
What's my first position size? What's my second one? How many trades am I allowed to take for the day? Right? 2 red, I'm out. 3 red, whatever that is. Because you have to save yourself from yourself.
Mhm.
you gotta save your P&L, your account from you.
Mm.
And by having some strict rules and actually following them, that's what helps you. Okay. Also, too, if you on the cautious side, don't get out that trade till you hit your profit target. Candlestick changing don't mean the trade ain't going your way, right? Profit target. I teach them like, it's funny in the group. We'd be like, it's Lamaze. You got to breathe, right? And repeat to yourself. The only 2 reasons you get out: profit target, stop loss. Profit target, stop loss. Like a mantra. So it's like Let me focus on that. Profit target, stop loss. Anything else, you're letting your emotions come in. So that's what little things that can like it's I call them like barriers, like like bumper cars for you as a trader. Like stay in this lane.
Yeah.
Like this is what you need to do. Because if you start veering off, doing all kind of random stuff, you're gonna hurt yourself. That's what bumper cars are for. Like those are the bumper things for to help you stay in this lane until you're a more seasoned trader.
Right.
So you have to have some rules, and your rules can change over time. They should, because your risk will change, your account size will change, your knowledge will change. So your rules have to adjust with you, right? The amount of your first position size should grow as your knowledge grows, right? The amount of L's you can take should increase because you are more aware of what's going on. So it's a process, but you have to have something to start with. You have to have some sort of rules to start with as a trader.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful.
Cool.
You got to. You got to see. Can't tell you how many times that I've exited a trade. I had a TP that was valid. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's where it went to.
Yeah.
It might have went there in reverse, or might have went there and just chopped for us a day for a minute, or might have, and I just sold like at way early. Just so I'm like, hey, I'm up. I'm gonna sell. It might be a green candle, it might be in a call, and then it starts going back, and I sell, and then that candle ends up being another big old green candle. Like damn. So it's like, and maybe for me, maybe because I look at it like maybe I didn't put a level right there. Maybe that is a level. So, but what I should be doing, the biggest lesson I learned is that maybe I should have just sold 4 if I had 8, or if I had 5, or 6, maybe I should have just sold 3.
Yeah.
And, I heard someone say before, I never understood why they said this. They said they only buy contracts in twos, and that might make sense.
Yo, nothing annoys me more. Like, and this is the pato gonna come out of me, right? I cannot, because it really hurts my feelings when I see people that are just misinforming people. That annoys the living daylights out of me. Like, I'm a teacher, and when people are not teaching people right, that annoys me to no end, right? And I tell my people, if you can't buy 2, it ain't for you. Okay? That is the term. And if you hear anybody say that, that's from me. Okay? And the reason being is that you are going to be stressed to manage that one contract. What are you going to do when it gets to your profit target that we talked about? Planning out, knowing, What you going to do? Now you're in this.
You're gonna hold because you want more.
Should I sell? But yeah, you're gonna want more.
Because you use half your buying power.
Yeah,
or
so then
2/3.
you're stressed now, right? Before, instead of what Coach Mike says, you chilling. You in the green because you sold half, and then all you have is your runners to go the rest of the way.
Yeah.
But if somebody is here stressed about one contract,
you gotta be perfect.
You got to be perfect.
Yeah.
And that one contract have to do all of this work for you. And you have to worry about managing it. What do I do with it, right? So we say, like, I think that's one of my favorite things to tell my people. If you can't buy 2, it ain't for you. Leave it alone.
At least gotta buy 2.
Find a different contract that fits your account size wherever you're at, and focus on those tickers.
And the reason why you say that is because you want to be able to sell one at a certain and have a runner. If you only have one, then
you can't have a runner. You gotta be perfect.
It is the runner.
It is the runner. It's the initial worker. It's the runner. It's everything.
One employee. You got one.
Your hope and dreams in this one contract.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't, if it gets to the level, now you have to, like I said, make this hard decision.
So you're most likely gonna hold it.
Yeah, and if it goes against you, now that one contract went red, and I should have took it.
You're like, well, I can't really take another good trade today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold it because it's probably gonna go my way. And then you're hoping, like you said, and I be doing that. I be hoping. You know what I'm saying?
And then look,
like, please, God.
No.
Then that one runner, right? It goes against you. You lose it. I should have took profit.
Yeah.
Next time you're gonna take profit, and then that thing should have went a million miles away, and you'll be like, oh my, I can't get this right.
Can't win.
In both cases, if you had 2 contracts, you would have sold one,
made money,
and you would have maybe went down to 10% and sold or whatever on one. But the next one you would have made
100%
as opposed to probably losing on both. Or losing the profit you could have made.
You got to micromanage one contract.
Yeah. And that's how I learned. I ain't gonna lie. And it was hard. But I feel like as a new trader, I feel like just paper trade, first of all.
Yeah.
Of course, paper trading, period.
Don't even try it. But what I did I would do that. I would hold one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a $50 account. I get a $50 SPY. and I would just run it. You know what I mean?
Because you ain't know no better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I learned from it,
Mhm.
because I had to get an A1 setup. I couldn't
Yeah.
just jump into anything because then I did that yesterday and it didn't go
Yep.
good. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But no, I agree 100%. You should definitely be focused on at least getting 2 contracts. And I feel like so. If you're gonna take a trade, what percentage do you feel like of your account you would put into one trade?
Ooh.
Mhm.
See, my account size is a little higher. So, man, what can I would say? You really want to make money? It's options. I say 10, 20%.
Mhm.
I would say, depending on how much money you got. I wouldn't put. Well, I put 20% in. Yeah, I'll say keep it like 10, between 10 and 20 if you really want to make money.
Mhm.
You hear 1%, but that's not realistic to a
Mm-mm.
person with a small account.
Yeah,
Like
if you got a
that's
million
for
dollar account,
yeah,
you
that's
better put
okay.
one
Yeah,
percent.
1% is different than
Yeah.
for us. You have
Mhm.
a say a person has $1,000. Like, bro, I'm gonna put 1% of what? You feel me?
Mhm.
$10 in there.
$10. You never. You
Yeah.
might as well stay at work and just
Yeah. You
Yeah.
make $5 in a day. You're like, oh,
exactly.
man, made
So I'm
50
like,
percent
at
today.
least if you have $1,000, you're like 20%. I could put $200 into.
Mhm.
100%.
Depend on how that trade goes, then I'll use the next one and go from there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
But
if
you're
you
not gonna build
lose, then
no.
just maybe put 10% into
Yeah,
one trade.
Yeah.
exactly. But
Yeah.
you're not gonna go nowhere with $1,000 account trying to 1%.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
percent of what? You from what you gonna
Yeah.
trade?
That's so true. Even people who say 5% of your account
Yeah, like
max,
let's be. I mean, let's be honest.
Let's
Like,
be honest.
stay
$50.
at yeah, stay
Mhm.
at
You got
work,
one
bro.
spy contract.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And
we back to that.
back to yeah. So
It's
I'm
like
like,
when you could have got five or
mm-hmm.
four for 50, four for
Mhm.
50,
Mhm.
20%, and you could have made, 300 on
Mhm.
300, you know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
what do you feel like your percent should be of your daily goal of your account?
Oh, good question.
Mm, my total account.
Yeah, like your total account, like what percent of that should you be looking for every day? And be
Um,
happy, be like, I'm there, I'm good, I shouldn't take no more trades.
um, I wouldn't say total account. I would just say like trade.
Trade.
Bro, you got a 20% trade. That's great. I mean, what the bank giving you?
Mhm.
The bank
Yeah.
giving you nothing, right?
Yeah.
But I
Point
mean like
zero.
you hit a certain percent, you're like, I'm done for the day, I'm good, I could just shut it down.
Man.
We teach like we saw like especially dealing with a lot of beginners that daily goal is very it's like a weight over your head like it's like a weight like I have to hit this number
Mm,
but Mike said a point
that's a
a
good
long
point.
time ago to give yourself some grace. You're the learning phase here, right? So what if let's start off with a weekly goal because you can have a jacked up day on a Monday and a Tuesday and then Wednesday come and you do amazing on your Wednesday and you can make your weekly goal in a day in a trade, right?
Yeah.
So if you give yourself a daily goal, it's like a weight over your head, right? It's just like this thing that's this heavy versus if you make like you give yourself that grace of having the week to spread out, right? And giving yourself some room to breathe. All right, Monday, Tuesday wasn't so good. Wednesday comes around, hits your you get to your goal or you get closer to your goal, you still have Thursday and Friday to get to your weekly goal. So we've gone from the daily goal to the weekly goal because it gives yourself a little bit more grace, some wiggle room to understand that the market can be the market, right? Some days are better than others, and you have what I'm saying, that goal that's a weekly versus a daily. So we saw
I
that
like
work a
that.
lot better.
So you said don't do a daily goal, do a weekly goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like that. Sorry,
Yeah, you're
Noni,
good.
what's up? You have something to say because you can't keep coming in. What is it? Can you give it like 30 more minutes? Okay,
Okay, yeah.
you
Keep
can
going.
add stuff to the cart, but I can't do it right now.
Okay.
So find something to watch, please. Sorry.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. A lot of things you said about not putting your P&L, and the reason why I can do that because I'm gonna follow what y'all said when you said about that tight stop loss. Because if you have a tight stop loss,
Mm.
you cannot watch you cannot watch your P&L. But
Yeah.
if you're not really using
You-
stop losses properly, you kind of gotta be watching
Watching
the
it,
P&L.
yeah,
You might
yeah.
mess around and blow your account in one day because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I wasn't really watching it.
Yeah.
But if you got that tight stop, so it's all about like. It's not about having one rule, two rules. It's the overall like plan.
You
know what
Plan.
I
got
mean?
it.
Yeah.
You
It's like I'm
got
gonna tell
it.
you what I had. I had a good entry, and even yesterday I didn't respect it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I know when to enter, and it's typically right. It's just like basically what you said. Like it's
Mhm.
gonna break the pre-market. It's gonna retrace it, even if it breaks through. As long as it breaks back. See, me
Back.
personally, I'm gonna wait for it to break back to the
Yeah.
market and
Mhm.
hold for like maybe a
A
candle,
candle. Yeah. Okay.
on a 2 minute,
Yeah.
or I'll count to like 8 seconds if it's moving fast, and I
Of
Yeah.
might
course.
get in.
Mhm.
But I kind of like what you said. You might get in above it. You might get in a little bit above it.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're looking at
No, I'm
what
still
you're
looking at it.
deadly low in the pre-market.
Yeah.
So yeah, which I like that too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, like I had a good entry that I
Mhm.
wasn't following half the time. But I knew
Mhm.
what it was when I
Yeah.
did it. It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just I didn't have a good exit. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of people who are new have that or still or who aren't profitable yet
Mhm.
are
Yes.
gonna be like, I don't know when to, like you might typically exit all contracts at once. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Mhm.
you don't know when. You're gonna hold it. You're like, oh, I can make more. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. You could have already done unloaded half your contracts and been up
Yeah.
Yeah.
a couple hundred or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're messing around and just holding them all until it goes back to zero.
Exactly.
And
Mhm.
then you're like, oh well, it's gonna go back up. So you gotta have that exit plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always say too, especially if you're new and you new to runners, forget 50%. Take off 70, 80%. So if you
Yeah.
buy, say 10 contracts, or sell 8 at the first, and you know what? So you feel a little bit more comfortable saying, okay, I made money. Let me practice having 2 or one runner out there, depending on
Yeah.
how much contracts you buy.
Facts. And
Mhm.
that also depends on how big that move was.
That too, because I play a little. Sometimes I do SPX in a little bigger size, and I'm like, bro, I can't have just
Mm-mm.
take off 50.
Mm-mm.
I have
Yeah.
10 contracts to SPX. That might be 10 grand on the line. I
Yeah.
gotta take off. I gotta take off 7 of them things
Right.
and leave only 3
Mhm.
because just 5. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just depends on. But we always say leave a runner. Gotta leave a runner.
Leave a runner. Don't
Gotta
just take all
yeah.
your
Just don't
profit.
take. Yeah, we gotta leave, unless
It's
you.
just so often that you
Yeah,
know,
you're gonna be.
Mhm.
Oh man, the worst thing you do is exit everything, then you try to get back in and then lose what you made the first time because now
it's going the other way.
it's originally going your way. You
Mhm.
exit and then you want more. You realize everyone else is making money. It's like, I got to jump back in, and you lose what you made before on a
Yeah.
trade that you was already in.
And you know what's
You
even worse
jumped,
than that?
yeah.
You jump in, it hits your stop loss, and then it
Then it
actually
actually
goes your way
yeah.
as you thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, I just lost some money. I could have doubled. my
Double,
money.
yeah.
Mhm.
That happens.
You gotta sit with that.
Yeah.
You gotta sit with that. And he's like,
Mhm.
only if I followed my plan. I was already in it.
I'm telling you,
I was already in a
already in
good
it.
trade,
And
and
usually the way it works is where the delta is, you was in it, your delta was up already, maybe double. If it's at 50, now it's at 80. And if you re-enter up here, now your
yeah,
delta's not going to be at 80. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Depending on what contract you get.
yeah,
So yeah, you just want to stay in it. When you re-enter, you're starting over.
yeah,
It's a new
exactly,
trade.
yeah, exactly. So,
Gamma, none of that stuff has been,
yep.
Mhm.
hmm
So we,
Dang, that's powerful. Like I said, like that exit. I like the exit you said, just for the people out there. Unload that half at that level. But
Mhm.
but it all goes down to, like, the only way this plan works is you have to respect your levels. You have to have your levels
yep,
set. They got to
yep,
be valid. You have to respect them,
yep,
including the stop loss.
yep.
Like, you
Mhm.
can't be like, nah, that's all good, man. It hit the stop loss. It's just it's only a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just
It's
a
only
little bit. Let's see.
And then, like, you're like, let me it's like 30 seconds till the next 5 minute
Yeah,
candle. Let me just wait.
yeah,
And then it's like the next 5 minute candle opens up $1 lower.
yeah,
You're like, I think I'm at exit now. I'm minus like
yeah,
40%, 50%.
yeah. You're in there now. You're like,
Mhm.
Yeah. So
yeah,
now you're like, well, let me just hold because I'm already 50%. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You're like, and then now you're at like 80%. You're like, yeah, I could have sold like when I was minus 10%.
10%. Yep.
You just described a tilt. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
pretty
be
much.
tilted.
You're hoping. Yeah, you're hoping.
Because
Yeah.
like it's like you had that moment, that tipping point where you should have made the right decision and you didn't.
Yeah.
And it balloons. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's pretty much what a tilt is. There you can do like a week tilt, day tilt, you know what I'm saying, trade tilt, whatever the
Month
case
tilt.
is, mult tilt. Yes. So it's just that tipping off point where you start, you should have done the thing and you didn't, and it's just like it balloons. It just gets bigger and
But see, the
bigger.
key thing that you just said was you should have did it. What that means is you knew what to do. You were well aware
You knew you
Yep.
should have
of
walked
what
away.
to
Yep,
do,
Yep.
but you didn't do it.
Exactly.
And that's the feelings, the emotional, the P&L,
Mhm.
the greed.
Everything. Everything.
Because you're like, well, I'm already in. And that's the biggest thing you say. And this is a key thing that I got to try to remember. Because I be telling myself this. If it hits your stop loss and you could just exit, if it goes your way, you could always re-enter. So why you holding it? It's like,
Mm.
because you now you could even get a better entry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Mhm.
theta, it might chop. You might get
Yeah.
in, and then it goes down and just chops.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, bro, I could have just exited right
Like
when it
that.
broke it,
Yeah.
and just re-entered 30 minutes later. I'm literally sitting here minus 20% for an hour.
And
Mm.
just
When-
dropping. Your percentage keep dropping. It's
And-
going nowhere. It's staying the
exactly.
same. It's like, why am I down 30? now 40.
Same
Now
exact
just a
place.
theta just
Eating you,
eating
especially
you
on
out.
like Tesla or some of these
Yep.
ones that have
Ones
high
that
thetas.
yep.
It's like, bro, if I just would have exited on my stop loss, re-entered when it finally broke the top of the chop.
Where you thought it was going,
There's a resistance point. You're like, it
Yes.
broke out. Now it might retrace it, like we said, and then you might be able to enter on a bounce of that previous high that it's been chopping
yep.
or low. But you just enter and holding it. You know,
Yeah.
it already broke your stop loss, but you're like only a little bit or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I go. That's how I go. We even discussed about like over position sizing too. When you
Yeah.
over position size,
Yeah,
that's
So what's
that's
your
a mo-
advice to people like who are, you know, they're trying to get into, because that's what happened to me on February. I had a good green month January.
Mhm.
And I was like, all right, cool. Maybe I can get a little more contracts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I didn't really have a good plan. I didn't, you know, I was like, hey, I didn't know if I get more contracts, I can make more money.
Yeah.
But you can lose more money.
Yeah.
So like, what's your advice to the people who are in that transitional point where like I want to scale up, or they're already scaling up, but it's not going their way? Like, what was your
I would just say just add a contract each week or each month. You just add one contract, and just like there's no reason to rush.
Yeah.
There's no reason to rush.
It's not a race.
It's not a race. And like I said, you want the more money, and you hit it right on the head. Are you ready for the more loss? Your losses change too.
Yeah.
We always look at the good side. Like, yeah, man, I would have made this. But can you handle one of them losses?
The camera cut off. I forgot what we were saying.
Yeah.
But I will ask y'all this. So, when it comes to psychology, like the people out there who are struggling, I'm sure you know you guys have been in the situation where you were trying to figure out psychology. Like, what advice do you have to the newer traders who don't quite have their psychology right? There's too much emotion going on. Like, what advice do you have?
Make sure your position size correctly. That will help you out.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Before the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
The over position size.
Over
yeah.
position size and making sure you know if you want to make money, but you always got to remember how much you're gonna lose. If you over position size and you can't handle them losses, tilts, and all that will come.
Yeah.
Understanding that you're going to lose. Don't let nobody on the internet lie to you. You're going to lose. It's managing them losses and never entering a trade with more than you're willing to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ever feel like you're uncomfortable in a trade, like you're overly stressed or worried or whatever the case is, then you're definitely over leveraged. And that's okay. You're not ready yet. I always say there's a number that you're okay with losing. Like there's a number that won't keep you up at night. But if you go over that number, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
So understanding where that number is your comfort zone. That's your threshold. That's how much you're comfortable with losing. And as you grow in your trading and your confidence, that threshold can grow because you understand more risk means more profit, but also more losses. But you have to be okay with it. If you're not okay with it, then you're not ready to level up. So that's the clearest sign to say stay where you at. You're not ready for that yet. And that's
100%.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But knowing it, you have to have a mile marker. His loss number is different than mine because he is comfortable with a higher risk than I am.
Right.
Is his way right and mine wrong? No.
The personal preference.
It's just what works for us. I could never risk what he risked because that's just my trading will go out the window. And he would never be happy with the profits I make because that's not how his brain works. But we trade the same way, same strategy, same charts, right? So it's not a one size fits all when it comes to trading. There's not a right way or wrong way. It's a way that works for you, that you are comfortable repeating day in, day out. And like I said, figuring out what that number is will 100% help with your psychology. And knowing that loss is a part of it. Like not everybody, the whole, like Mike said, you're not gonna win every trade, but you okay with a certain number to lose, because guess what? If your ideal setup comes the next trade, it could be the next trade. Your ideal setup comes up, you can wipe out that loss and then some.
100%.
So cut the loss and save your brain space, find the ideal setup and milk that thing, right? That's what you do. You're going to be babysitting a trade, right? That you knew you shouldn't have took or you should have got out. And your ideal setup is just right over there on the next ticker.
Yeah.
And you don't get to see it because you've been babysitting this.
That's very true. That happens all the time.
We did that in real time. I'm on live. He was babysitting Amazon. Babysitting Amazon, babysitting Amazon. And I'm like, bro, I'm in my eyes because SPY is mine, SPX is his, but they move the same.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at SPY. I'm like, Mike, let's let this one go. Let's let this Amazon go. Finally, it got hit the stop loss, whatever. We got out, and then luckily, right then, it like Spice and SPX set up perfectly. Mike was like, I'm getting in. I'm getting in. That trade was such a beautiful trade.
$5,000 quick.
Beautiful
Yeah.
trade
Quick.
immediately because it was literally at the cusp of the level and the candle produced itself and it just shot up like
Mm.
instantly. And I was like, thank God. Because I was like, bro, you was wasting your brain space on Amazon.
I'm
Like
babying that thing for
you
a minute.
you
Mm.
wasting your brain space. So what the takeaway from that is to understand that sometimes you gotta cut your losses because your real win is just to trade away.
Right, because 100%. Like if you have, let's say, $1,000 account and you're putting 200 in, if you take a $200 loss, it don't matter. That's hurts
Of
for a
course.
$1,000 account.
One hundred
Mhm.
You're
percent.
losing 20% of your
Yeah.
account.
Yes.
But here's the thing: you should never risk, and that's what I'm trying to learn. I'm talking to myself right now. You should never take a full loss. Like once it gets to
No,
like
that's
20%.
good.
So
Yep.
so if you're putting 200 in, you're only really risking like
Risky.
$50,
$50, $40, yeah.
$40 would be 20%, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like 50 would be what 25. So it's like you're only that's the
Yeah.
risk. The
That's
risk is not what you
the-
put
No,
in.
there you go. A lot
That's
of people don't
ex-
understand
they-
A lot of
that.
people say that. They be like, you get in the trade, like just whatever you get in with, that's what you're risking.
Yeah.
No.
It should not. That should
That's
not
not
be
be-
the case.
No,
Not
that's
be.
not.
You should be only risking 20 to 30, 20 to 25% maximum,
Max.
right?
Yep.
If you're staying, but see, I'm learning while I'm talking because I'm
Yeah.
somebody who ain't doing that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No.
But you should that should be your rule. That
Yep.
way you're not like ever risking that much because you
No.
should never
Yeah.
risk
No.
$200 of
Absolutely
$1,000
not.
account.
I agree.
Absolutely
I agree.
not.
So I'll go in the position size and be like, "Oh, you put $10,000. I ain't risking $10,000.
Right.
I risk
No.
$3,000. I'm
Right.
risking 30%. I'm risking $3,000.
Max.
But if that thing go right, I'm making 8, 9, 10. You kind of what I'm saying?
Yeah, even if
Mhm.
it's $5,000,
Even if
it's
it's
still a
$5,000,
win.
that's still good.
Still a win.
Yeah.
But it's never what you.
It's
Listen,
never your full.
our group, the way we teach, there's no way you're supposed to blow account.
We
There's
don't
no
blow. We
way.
don't
You
do
know how
that.
long it's gonna take you to blow
Like
account?
using y'all strategy, you can't blow your account.
You shouldn't
No.
blow never.
Unless you just go 50 red trades in a row. You know what I'm
There
saying?
exactly.
Yeah.
So
But
there's
like
no,
That's
blow your,
realistically, you couldn't blow your account.
No.
If, but that's only if. And here's the biggest thing on the psychology level. That's only if you respect that stop loss
Mhm.
100% of the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
If you like are like a 50-50, like, well, it's just a little down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you gotta respect
Respect
it every
it.
time, and
Every
then you
time.
can't blow your account.
Yep.
And if you only get 2 or 3 trades red, the most you could have lost was like 60% of those positions.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know, you might have lost $100 or or whatever.
And then we put rules in place. Your confidence ladder.
Oh yeah. We have a
Where
confidence ladder.
You take an L, you don't size like a lot of people. You take an L and it's I gotta make that money back.
Yeah,
So they
right now.
size up. We teach them no.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna stay the same or we're gonna lower position size.
Yeah.
Because the market might not listen. Your strategy every day is not gonna work. The market
There's
has
no 100%
there's
strategy.
no
Mm-mm.
so today you could be off, right? So the goal isn't to the next trade isn't to double down and over position size to get that money back immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we teach in the sense of your next trade needs to be at the same size or lower position size.
Mhm. Yeah. Because
So
you
there's
don't know.
there's
yeah.
no way you're supposed to blow account. Like
No.
no way.
No.
No way. Like you just go AWOL and do whatever you want to do, then that's on you. But that's not how we teach. And
Because a lot of new people, they blowing their account. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Mhm.
and it's so big. Just having a stop loss, whether it's manual or not. I mean, I guess for me, I started going manual with it because I was messing around. I'm not manual; I was going automatic with it. Like I
Mm.
would set my get up 50, set it for 30%. But just like the other day, I was up like 100% on the trade. But since I had that manual stop loss, I ended up just getting stopped out at 30% because it was a quick move.
okay.
So for me, what I should have did was I had like 6 contracts. I should have just sold 3 at 150
Mm-hmm.
and just held. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it ended up going more in my direction later on, but I was stopped out of all my contracts. So it's
Yeah.
like for the people out there, like, you know, respect your stop loss, but don't set your stop loss for all of your contracts.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna use this automatic stop loss, leave a couple runners in there,
Yep.
Mhm.
especially if you have a good setup. Now, if you're scalping,
It's
hey,
got to be on.
Yeah.
if you're gonna use a stop loss, maybe just get rid of all of them
All of
in,
them,
in
yeah.
that type of situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, do you guys ever set like a take profit, or you just you don't do anything automatic? You just sell at levels.
Yeah, we say at levels. Yeah.
Mhm.
100%.
Everything's manual. And
Everything's
so, do
manual.
you use your phone to enter extra trades, or use your laptop?
Both,
Mhm.
depending on
Whichever.
yeah,
Mhm.
whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
If we're on vacation, we use the phone. Sometimes the computer on the website,
Mhm.
actual desktop. However,
Yeah. So what is it like leading a community? Like, how does it feel when you guys have a good day? Like calling out green trades, everybody's making money. Like, what is it like? Or even on the days when it's not like that, and it'll be
Mm.
some, might be some losses.
the bad, the bad is the bad. But like you said, we all have rules. I know the losses should be small if you're not doing nothing crazy. Everyone has their own account, so
Mhm.
like you said, we teach all these things. If your account is bigger, then you go bigger. Your account is lower, lower. But the winning is there's
Nothing
nothing
like
like
them.
it. There's
Mhm.
nothing like it, bro. Somebody making money with you,
Mhm.
it's unbelievable. $50, $100. The numbers that we see, 10,000, 15,000, 30,000 in a day. And it's like, what in the world have we like put together?
Mhm.
Which is absolutely crazy. And do it with her, my best friend. It's like
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. So actually, I want to get into that. We were so deep into it, but
The
I definitely getting a little bit about the couple side, like being a couple, a married couple, and you guys trade together. How often is there like a bump of the heads? Does it ever
Mhm.
um
happen?
not trade. Okay, I would say when I'm more of the tilt person.
Hmm.
So we have rules in place for her to stop me from tilting. So that's
Okay.
my look in the mirror. My weak point is when things
Hold you
go
accountable.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could blow something.
You can
I
go
could blow.
go. You can go.
Yeah.
I have to like snatch them. Like
Yeah,
I have to like put my.
she
Yeah.
talking about
I
broken.
gotta like put my hand on
We
them.
have our life. We have what, broken laptops. Like
Oh,
Best Buy
big
knows us
screen.
well.
Best Buy knows him very well. Yes, laptops, screens. Yes.
I
So
mean,
I
for me, it
know
would
them.
be nice to have that. Yeah, I just be in there by myself, so that is
It's
an advantage
yes,
for the
it's
people out
definitely
there.
it's definitely an advantage. So yeah, our the accountability works where I'm his like like you said, pulling back moment. But his for me is my his push me moment.
Push you
Because
further. Stop selling too quick.
Yeah,
I'm the
or
more
put some side.
cautious one. Put some
Yeah.
size. You like put some size on it.
Add on.
You get what I'm saying? And he gives me that extra confidence. I might think it or feel it, but I'm so
He
cautious.
confirms it for
He
you.
Yeah.
confirms it for me, and I err on the side of caution, but I trust his judgment thoroughly. 100%. So it does help me too to be like, yeah, man, I knew I knew that. You know what I'm saying? Or I was confident in it to add on size. So he gives me that little extra boost of like, you got this. When it comes to that. So we do balance each other out. But we have our red days. We have our red days, and we feel it. And I feel like it's amplified because we're in front of hundreds of people. It's we get to they get to see our red day together versus if it was just us.
And how does
Um,
that feel? Like, because they might be red too on the day.
they most likely would be red
Yeah.
too, but
Yeah.
it feels bad.
I always kind of wonder how that feels. As a
It does feel bad, but it's also that it comes with the game, right? You got to take the good with the bad.
yeah,
And you know we feel sometimes we feel guilty. We have the human side of
yeah.
us, but it's just a part of it. And we've built such an awesome community, and I will put our community up against anybody. Like, we are a vibe. We call ourselves the BUA family.
The
Like, it's,
B Way family.
yeah, the Boss Up Academy family. So
Mm.
it's a vibe here. Like, we say good morning, we talk on the weekends, like we have a sports chat. Like, it's supposed to be, we wanted it to be a lot more than just trading, because you're a human other than just a trader, right? We want to know what people doing. They on vacation. We going on a cruise in April with our people. They coming to Miami
That's
to
fire.
go on a cruise with us, to just connect, because life is hard. Life be life in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we all trade. Of course, everybody want to make money, but sometimes you want to have a space that's safe, that you can feel like I have something to look forward to on Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. We be talking foolishness. Like, we talk about what's happening, some stuff to happen to us in Atlanta. We can't wait to go back and tell them on Monday,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Y'all do live trade?
every
Or
day.
so 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, every day.
And
Fire.
even when we're on vacation, we on our laptop. We was on our 10-year wedding anniversary in Turks and Caicos. We had a 500% Microsoft trade
Yeah.
right on our
With the
balcony, because
yeah.
we don't
That's
want to
amazing.
miss. We want to stay accountable. We do, because we know that our people don't rely on us because we've taught them. We like it. We enjoy it. We miss them. When we have like a day off, we were like, we miss y'all. what was it, President's Day? We're like, this is so weird. It's Monday. What are we supposed to be doing with ourselves? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'd be like, bro, ain't nobody care about no President's Day. Like,
I
come on, man. Open up
know.
the market. You know what
I
I mean?
Yeah.
know.
Dang.
And
So
sorry to cut you
yeah.
off, but you know what's crazy too? The crazy part is when we have a red day and you'll still have people in there like, yo, I'm green, I'm up 2,000, I'm up
It's
3,000.
true.
Like,
that has
oh, we
happened.
taught you how to trade. You didn't take our trades with
You
us.
took your own
You
trades.
took your own trades and made money. That makes you feel good. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
we're red, but you hear people out here, they
For
printed. I'm
sure.
like, oh, okay, boom.
And I
What
go
you took? Oh, the same thing that we would have took. But you
yeah.
just traded SoFi. You traded Hood or you
XOM.
like Meta. I didn't trade Meta. I
Yeah.
lost on Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's like that makes you feel good in a loss because it's like at least we teaching you. You know why you did it,
Mhm.
and you did it.
Yeah. Yeah. We
You
have
feel me?
people.
We
I
even
love
like created an indicator for our like the candle for what you
Need to see.
to
Yeah.
get in.
We created our own indicator on TradingView.
Oh, really?
And it's for our our academy members that has our strategy like built into it. So for the beginners that are unable to see it, it literally points it out for you, like it labels it, because it's such an important candle. And it's been a lot of our people, once they download it, they're like, yo, the BUA indicator is life. They absolutely love it
Wow.
because we want to make
That's fire.
your transition as smooth as we can, right? We want to help you out. So where we saw there people were having a continual issue, we made a solution to it. So the indicator is something that the people love it. Yeah, but it's so funny that we're like, oh, like Mike said on a red trade that we've taken, we're like, oh yeah, I was quietly over there making money. Yeah, like I said, like it's a little joking thing, but that's us low key being super proud because we could look at the chart and instantly see what you did and why you did it. And we're like, yes, proud parents, proud teachers, proud
The
coaches,
strategy.
proud coaches, proud
Mhm.
Nothing is more rewarding than seeing somebody that we took them from wherever they were to now being able to have the automaticity, the confidence to take a trade. Like that gets me as close to my classroom that I
Oh, that's right, because you was a teacher
yeah
originally. So
yeah
that makes sense.
that gets me very as close to that feeling of like when I taught a kid when they got it, they started to read, or they understood how to actually make an essay, and they actually did a really good essay. That's the same feeling that I get now. So that's what still that was the feeling that I was addicted to as a teacher. So I get that in here. So it's super cool and like you said, to be doing it with him is really good.
So how long y'all been having a Discord, or is it on Discord?
No, it was on Discord, but you know how Discord is. There's a lot of fake Tanishas and
Oh
fake
yeah,
Big
yeah.
Mikes, so it was too much for us. So we're on WAP, solely on
On
WAP.
WAP. Oh,
hmm
so you do everything on WAP.
We do everything on
Oh,
WAP.
so you can do like live trading on WAP.
We don't. We didn't. We do our lives are Zoom. Like we use
Oh,
the Zoom, but the link is inside of the WAP. So all
I
of
see.
our community is housed in WAP, the chat and everything. But as far as the live, it's on Zoom. Yeah.
Mm.
hmm
And how long y'all been doing that for?
So we're fully like this is our first like our year, our second, this is going into our second year. So we started January of 2025. January of 2025 was our first like starting of it. And yeah, so we're going into our second year. This is going to be our second full year doing it.
Nice.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see that, like helping the people. Like I know that's got to feel great. Like you say, even on a red day where you're red and your people are winning,
Yeah.
it's a
No.
great feeling. Like I
No,
couldn't
it
imagine how
does.
that would feel.
No, it does feel really good because we know that people say it all the time. Like they'll put messages like, I'm making life changing money. Like I'm doing this from the doctor's office, or yeah, I just made my goal for the day. I'm about to go back to work, right? So things like that to say, man, this is the best decision I've ever made means a lot to us. Like we love to see those stories or those information because there's a lot of people out here, and like I said, nothing annoys me more or hurts my feelings more. Nolan, sorry.
Hold on, come on, Papa.
Babe,
Just sit down.
Sit down. You can sit down. Just
sit
sit.
right there and
You want
look.
to sit on the chair? You just can't jump around. There you go.
Just stay right there.
stay right there.
Okay.
So I got another question for y'all. So
Mhm.
what indicators do you guys suggest to put on TradingView? Like what's the top 5 or 10
Ooh,
indicators?
that's a good question.
VWAP 200 simple moving average.
Mhm.
9 EMA. We like use the standard pivot point.
Mhm.
Um,
ORB for me. I love the
ORB.
ORB.
Yeah, and we definitely pay attention to the ORB. So that's our top 5.
Do you guys use the pre-market high and low, or you just
We
mark
marked
them?
Yeah,
the.
we marked that
I
ourselves.
marked that. So I marked those levels for my group, and I dropped them in the morning. So the same, the same tickers that we trade, I give them charts levels every morning before we start trading. So pre-market, previous day levels, and some other levels that highs or lows that I
Of days
plot.
before that, possibly.
And I would say too, you were talking about trading as a couple. Like we see the same thing. So if I miss something, we're in there. I'm like, yo, Tesla looks good. She's like, no, the 200's right there. Oh wow, okay, boom. It's on the 5 minute chart. The 200's right there. We don't trade in the 200. I know that she knows that. We don't have to. All right, never
So
mind.
for the
You feel
people
me?
out there, you might be in a call or looking to get into a call, and there's a 200 moving
Right on the
average
top.
right above it, but you're on the 2 minute chart. She's in the 5 minute chart, so you don't see the 200 moving average in a different place.
Exactly.
So that's a good point, and I've done. I can't tell you how many times
Mm-hmm.
I've done that. You know what I'm starting to do now, because I be trading with 8 charts.
Yeah.
I trading view. I do the 8 chart.
Mhm.
Well, at least in the morning time. But once I get into a trade, if I'm like IWM or something, I'll put like the 2 and the 5 minute right beside each other.
That's
That way,
good.
before I enter, that's what I'm starting to learn now.
Yeah.
That way, I don't do that, because there's so many times I got into like an IWM or whatever, and not noticing there's a 200 and a 400 moving average right here.
Nolan, no
turn it down.
sound.
No sound.
No
You gotta turn
sound.
it all the way down. If you're gonna watch, you gotta turn it all
All
the
the
way
way
down.
down, okay?
But it's like you get into a call, and the 200 and the 400 moving average are right there beside each other. You're like, so yeah, you got it, but you're not looking at it because you're in the
We're
2
not
minute.
looking at it.
So that's another question I have. Typically, when you're entering, like what time frames are you looking at, or what time, or what, like when you're entering a trade, what time frame are you usually typically looking at?
We trade off the 2 and the 5 minute, but we're looking at the moving averages on the 2, 5, 10, and hourly and day. So typically we'll know this before. We just look at our main stocks. Nolan, no sound.
He getting done.
Okay, off. Okay.
So
Yeah, so we're looking at all so the daily, the hourly, 2, 5, and 10, and we'll just mark it in the morning. You'll know. I love when they're all on one side. So we're like, okay, if we're trading SPY, all of them are on the top, so we know there's none of them on the bottom. So we'll just remember it that way, and then we have it's so cool because sometimes we'll be, hey y'all, metal's looking good, and there's somebody in the group like, hey, the 200 is, and that's the power of having a group because and we're
many
teaching them,
eyes.
so we have more eyes, and we're like, oh, you saved us,
Like,
hey, cancel metal.
Thanks, Keith.
Which is Keith is a monster. That's so funny, Keith. Shout out to you, Keith. But that's how we're teaching everyone how to trade. You're not just taking a trade with us and like, oh man, hopefully Mike and Tanisha get it right. You see
Right.
it. We tell you how to do it. We tell you, oh, these are the rules. We don't trade into the 200 on the puts nor calls. Period.
So if it breaks the 200, is it valid now, or is just like I'm not trading
We
it?
could use it as a retest the same way, support or resistance
Depending on which way it goes.
Same
So
way.
you will enter off of a 200.
We got if we
Just not trading.
If
we're
it
just
has
not trading
other
into it.
confluences.
Yeah, confluences exactly.
Yeah,
So
like it
we-
might be a 200 right into the pre-market level or
exactly.
something like that.
And that's how we'll might look at a bounce or a reversal.
Yeah.
We see the 200s like, hey, the 200 is on the 5 minute on SPY and the 10 minute on QQQs. It's going there. If it slows down, we'll take a bounce or reversal play on that one. So that's the confluences where we're talking about multiple reasons to get into a trade.
So typically, how many confluences would you want to see?
We need 2. Oh, the more the better.
Two
though.
minimum.
Yeah, the more the better. If we see, because we're looking at different things. So if you're looking at SPY Q, you see something on ES or SPX. For me, I'm like, okay, this confluence, the more the better, and that gives me more confidence to say, I'm gonna put a little extra size on this because this
There's
looks
more.
good.
There's
Yeah,
like 4
this looks
confluences.
yeah,
So, yeah.
this looks good. For this to go through, it's gonna have to like rip.
It
through.
might be
yeah,
big.
it needs
It needed a lot of
a
volume
lot of volume to
to
go
get
through
through these
exactly.
levels. So what does a non-EMA mean to you? What does that mean?
I would just say, keeping like above it, it's just keeping the trend.
Yeah.
Just holding
It's been holding
the trend.
above, so
Yeah,
it looks
just
like
holding.
it's gonna stay
Exactly.
bullish.
Holding the trend.
Yeah.
So that's the only EMA that you look at is the non.
I'll play with a 21, but because I believe that's the it shows like the middle point. I want to say so it's so many that we try to cook down. We were looking at the 20 at once upon a time.
Yeah.
Like I was doing a lot of back testing. I noticed that a lot of reversals can be confirmed at the 21.
20,
Like you really probably should have been in it already, but if you're like more of a careful trader, like what you were
yeah,
saying, like
Mhm.
you might be like seeing, well, it was above the 9, it broke the 9, but that's not necessarily a good reason to think of a reversal.
reversal. Yep.
But now you're looking at it broke below the 21, and it's holding some, it's staying down there. It's open again on the 5 minute. That could be a reversal. I don't that just for me, but I
Yeah.
don't know how y'all feel about that.
That's what I used to looking for, but I don't really look for the reason I took it off. We try not to look for since we're trading live too
Yeah,
with
Mhm.
newer people. I'm like adding stuff to
it's a lot of stuff.
yeah.
Mhm.
So we try to keep it as simple for them.
Mm.
If
Mhm.
I see something myself, I'll take something myself. It's a little bit more risky.
Cause you okay? Cause you
I
you're
know what
looking
I'm
at
doing.
her screen. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at her
Yeah.
screen, so I know what she has on her chart, and I'm like, and I like I said, we'll talk to them through it. Like, yo, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking reversal. If just say the 200 lined up at 185, I'm like, look, I'm thinking about a reversal or bounce at 185. If this happens, I'm in. I'll let y'all know what I'm in. This is what I'm thinking about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if it's a risky trade, I let them know. So that's the cool part too. She has
Mhm.
her tribe, and I have my tribe.
Oh,
Oh, I see. So
yes.
is it different chats or is all the same?
No,
No,
we're the
same
same
chat.
chat, but they know they understand they with my voice.
There's different trading styles.
Yeah.
Coach Mike people be standing up tough.
So I'll be
Mm.
like, yo, I'm thinking of
And
this. They're more dangerous, more aggressive.
yeah, we know
They
the
have
Coach
that
Mike
style.
people, and they got
And
Coach
just
T.
yeah.
They have we have the people who we know who lends to each other's style, which is so cool. Because when are you going to be able to get in a group, right? Learn a strategy, right? Learn about psychology, and hear the two perspective on the same trade or the same chart, right? And you get to see what works for you, because you can come into a group or whatever the case. No shade on nobody, right? But maybe the way they trade don't work for you. Maybe how they risk or the way that they move doesn't work for you.
Right.
So it's so funny that literally we have the two sets that like they love. Oh yeah, I'm risky. Coach Mike is loud. What's he talking about? Right?
And that's good to have
Mhm.
because some people you might enter a mentorship and they might just not trade your style.
Mhm.
You just can't connect with that style. So
Yeah.
you got two different styles. You're like, well, that I would have did that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that makes more sense for me.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
So
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
more aggressive people, more like I'll let man know I have no problem. Like
It's risky.
it's risky.
It's
I'll let them
pretty
know this is
risky.
risky. I'm taking a reversal here. If this happens, I'm taking it. She might
Mhm.
be. I'm sending this one out.
Mhm.
I'll let you know. Half the crew take it. Half of them like, nah, I'm good.
Mhm. But the best
Right.
ones, the coolest ones, are when both of us like, yeah, I see that. You know what I'm saying? We both
Oh
we
yeah, when
both
we
see it when we both
it
see it
looks
and we ready to
good.
go.
I'm like T, this
We
looks good.
like,
You gotta
yeah,
put
I'm
some
like,
size
I
on this. You gotta
agree.
put some
Let's
size
do
on this.
this.
Gotta put it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before y'all enter, do y'all look at the Greeks? Do you look at the theta and delta?
No,
You don't even
No.
look at it.
no, I'm not even. I'm not worried about it.
Mm-mm.
You just get in.
Yeah,
So,
we just
because
get
you
in.
know that, and that's a good thing to see, because a lot of people get all stuck with the Greeks, which
I-
is good. To, like when you're new, you should know what they
Mhm.
mean, though.
You
You
should be
should
Then
know.
we
aware
know
of.
what they mean.
I teach
but,
about
like,
we teach about the Greeks,
Yeah.
but we want to like because we know who we're talking to. We're talking to that beginner that's already scared of all this info.
You're gonna confuse them with all
You're
that
Yeah.
shit.
already
Delta,
stressed
theta,
of like, I'm
yeah.
just trying to keep the call and the put together.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, which one is up again? Right?
Yeah.
I'm just, because I'm an elementary school teacher. Like, I literally taught
Yeah. Break it
elementary
down to the
school.
lowest level of.
So I'm like, I do not want to confuse anyone because I understand that how people learn is by having a simple thing to pay attention to. Now,
Yeah.
once you have that simple thing, add as much things you
Yeah,
go
you can
Greek
learn more.
crazy, you can go EMA crazy, you can do whatever you want to do, but you can always return back to what Coach T and Coach Mike taught you of how to actually trade. Period.
Simplest stuff.
Period.
Yeah.
So start with simplicity. Have a strong foundation, right? You gotta have a foundation in anything that you want to do, right? If you ain't learn how to read, if you ain't learn your ABC, you won't know what A sound like. How are you gonna read a book ever?
How you gonna write a book? It's like you don't even know your ABCs. You're trying to write
Write
a book.
There
That's,
you
that's
go.
the level of
There-
that's what beginner traders want to do. They want to write a book where you don't know what letter A sounds like or even how to write letter A.
Yeah.
So we're here. Listen, A sounds like this, okay? And then when you see this next one, that's called B. that's how we're teaching in regards to the way we
Yeah.
teach trading.
That's smart.
Too much information, trading.
It's
Too
an
much
overload.
information, bro.
It's called
And you never make no money.
and then you
Yeah.
what you were
Too
saying,
much.
what you were saying with the deltas, then you stuck with analysis paralysis now, because you like, oh, I heard about delta, I heard about theta, then I heard about this, I heard about that. You're now, like you said, all the voices.
We in a trade making money. You out here still trying to
Trying to
calculate
figure
delta,
out how much delta
Yeah.
is in gamma. But I feel like a lot of that's just facts. People they're looking at all this stuff and they're missing the trade.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, my bad, the
No, you're
biggest
good.
thing about data and delta is delta and theta is if you trade near what you said, if this is the strike price,
Mhm.
one above or one below,
Yeah.
That's
if
it.
you stay in that
You're
range,
fine.
the theta and delta is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Theta might be high,
Yeah.
and so that's the only thing I can say. If you're gonna trade Tesla, for example, 'cause a lot of times
Mhm.
Tesla be like a negative 1.5.
Yeah.
It'd be higher than a lot of stuff. Sometimes SPY be that way.
Yep.
On a Friday or something.
Oh, that hurts you.
So
Mhm.
You'll
you
get
are-
hurt. Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
So
It's gonna hurt.
so if you are in a trade, if there's anything that matters, if that theta is high, just don't be planning on holding it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like consider this a scalp. Like if you look at it, if you're gonna look at something, go over, be like, I ain't gonna lie, that theta is minus 1.5. I want to be in this trade for like 20 minutes max.
Yeah.
You know,
It needs to move. It needs,
needs
your,
to
your
move.
trade
it needs to move.
your
If it's
trade
not
needs to move.
moving,
Chopping,
like don't
yeah.
worry about a stop loss.
Yeah.
Just get out
Get
the
out,
trade.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because your theta is you're gonna be cooked.
It's going your way, and it's like, bro, I'm still.
I'm
It
st-
chop around and go your way. Chop around is like, hold on. Every time it gets
Exactly.
back to this
It's-
point,
it's-
I'm down
it's too-
more.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's
I-
going
I,
my
I enter
way.
here, I'm up here, and I'm minus like 20%. and see, this is why this is important, because if you're a new trader, like I was there, and I
Yeah.
was doing shit like that. I'm trying to figure out why am I minus.
Minus,
Like
yep.
I'm like, bro, I don't know what theta means. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know what delta means.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, but I still don't understand
And
that. But I understand a little bit. So it's like, why am I losing? Like because the theta is
It's chopping, yep.
that chop. So it's
Yep.
like the biggest thing is like if you're in that chop, unless you just are up already or whatever the case may be, you might be a
Yep.
runner. But if it's just your initial trade, you ain't made no money on that trade,
Yep.
you might want to
Cut it.
exit.
Yep.
Cut it.
Mhm.
And that's when I would not use my stop loss. I'm like, yo, the next time it go up a little bit, I just get it. I
Yeah,
get
just
rid of
get
it. I
out.
just take
Mhm.
whatever. I
I'm
take
out.
the hit.
Even if it's a minus
Yeah.
5%
Yeah.
or whatever,
I
like
take the
I'm
hit.
out.
It's not going nowhere because
Yeah.
we'll look at the chart and be like, y'all guys, the markets look like it's going up, but these pullbacks and everything is killing you.
Mm-hmm.
You're new, so it looks like it's trending, but
Right.
it's a fake trend.
Yeah.
It's just chopping you up and it's going your way, and you're gonna come back tomorrow like I lost money on a trend,
Exactly.
but it's not a real trend. It's not
But-
really
and-
not
and-
going nowhere.
Exactly. And then it might be going later. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
if you cut the trade at minus 5%, if you would have stayed in,
Yeah.
you might have eventually been cutting at minus 40%, right?
Yep.
But then it finally takes off,
Mm-hmm.
you know, way later. And you don't even make a lot. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
you don't make no-
Because no, you like it takes off a dollar, but you're still like up like 10%. So it's
Yep.
like but if you would have cut it and just got in on the breakout,
Yeah.
then you would have actually maybe
100,
made that
100.
50-100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing. So that's the only Greek I would suggest. I mean,
Theta
Delta
for
does.
sure.
Theta's
Yeah.
my.
Theta's the
'cause
only
I'm-
Greek that we would like. Yeah.
That zero.
I mean,
DT,
Delta.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why Delta's important. Like, if sometimes like a stock might be like the one above might be at like 50 Delta, the one below might be at 16.
Mm-hmm.
It might be later in the day, and the
Yeah.
contracts have done
Mhm.
lost value. Don't get the one that's $16.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Go for the one that's 50. So
Yeah.
just glance at it, but
Yeah.
don't sit there and like obsess.
Obsess.
over
Yeah,
it.
you go. Obsession.
Yeah.
Obsession.
Yeah.
And
It's-
trades are you're missing you. You know what I'm saying? You're
Missing the
obsessed
trade.
trying to,
Mm-hmm.
and your setup was there and you ain't take it because
100%. Because here's a fact: as long as you get one of those contracts.
Sorry.
As long as you get one of those contracts, if it takes off right away in your favor, it don't fucking matter what the delta and the theta.
Yep, that's true.
Exactly.
Especially the theta. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? If you're only in the trade for 5 minutes and theta means nothing.
Nothing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Delta mattered, but it didn't really matter until afterwards. It don't matter. You made money.
Money,
either way.
exactly.
It didn't matter how much you made per dollar. It
Yep.
didn't matter. You just made money.
Yep.
What mattered is you get out.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Did you
Mhm.
get out, or did you let it take off and then it drop back down, and now you took no
Yeah.
profits, and that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel like y'all cover a lot. And I definitely appreciate y'all like just being, honest with the answers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, oh, I asked y'all a question, y'all just said everything. You know?
Yeah.
Which I understand like how it be, but like you guys definitely gave the game as to like how to trade efficiently. Like
Aw.
one thing I will say, like biggest thing is like just respecting that stop loss. Like you said, like having that tight stop loss. You shouldn't be able to blow account because how many like the biggest thing with new traders is You
Lost
know,
a
I've
lot.
been doing it for 8, 9 months. And I'm still damn near blowing my account last
Yeah.
month. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, being able to get out them trades.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have like over $1,000, $2,000 buying power, whatever it is you got, like you can take more than one trade, bro.
Yeah.
As long
Mhm.
as you're only risking like 10, 20% per
Yeah.
trade.
Mhm.
So why are you holding it? You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
saying?
For
Like you
sure.
could have just cut it and got back in. Maybe you got in less that time, and then let's say you did. Let's say you got in less.
Mhm.
Maybe you usually get 5. This time you got, usually get 6. This time you
Mhm.
got 4 or whatever.
Yep, you
But
should.
you could always add more in
Oh,
the green trade.
Yeah.
So even though you went down, you sized down because you lost.
you
Mhm.
should.
You're like my first trade, man, I lost.
Yeah.
Man. All right, look, I'm gonna size down my second trade.
Yep.
It's going in my favor. It looks good. It broke. It was at the pre-market level, but now it's at the
Mhm.
now it's at the bottom of the previous day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and sell half my contracts, but I'm also gonna add in
There you
Yep.
go.
on the break and hold below
Yep.
that level. I'm gonna add
Add back
4
the
more.
same one.
go.
Yeah,
But
you go.
but here's the key thing: do not add on the contract that's up, because now you're gonna mess up your average price.
Yep.
Like if you're at 250 and you're up, and you don't get more 250s when you're
No.
up 30%,
Yeah.
50%. You got to get another
Another
strike
stri-
price
Yes,
that's at
that's
this point more likely in the money.
in
Yeah.
the money of
Is,
where
you know,
the. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
So this is all key stuff, but because it's not take a red trade and be like, oh, because one thing I will say, and this isn't even a good lesson, but like if your theta's cooking you and you're like minus 10%, you can fight the theta by adding on contracts
Yes.
in the
And we
red.
know people do that. Yep.
But the problem is, it's like from my experience, don't do that shit because because that 10% can take one takedown and be 20%
Yep.
when it would have just been 12%,
Mhm.
because you done added contracts in the red now. Now if it goes up, now you're gonna you kind of work with the theta a little bit, but it's
Mhm.
like instead of like trying to add on contracts in the red,
Yeah.
just cut the trade, because if you feel like you're adding on, it's probably chopping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're adding on,
I feel
and
like you
you
start
just
hoping. You start hoping. When you
you
start
just-
adding on, you're
yeah.
hoping like, hey
You're
man.
hoping, and then you start feeling like shit about the trade, and
Mhm.
then now when you do get a little more red, you exit, and then it goes
Goes
in
your-
your way. But if you had just sold the trade at your stop loss, you could have re-entered, and you might have only lost 10%. Now you re-entered, you make 80%, but it might have been 30 minutes later. So it's about timing.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's about timing.
Trading is a lot of time. Right thesis, wrong timing, then it doesn't matter.
Exactly. You
Mhm.
could be absolutely right and sell. You could have a trade where someone looks at the chart and they're like, "Dang, you like, I didn't push today, but you must have made a bag. Like I lost money. I sold on a pullback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like
Mhm.
I
yep,
could have been up, but as
yep.
soon as it pulled back, I sold.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it just went in your
Went-
direction. You're like, I did push, but I lost. So it's like
Yeah.
you can lose on a trending day on a put
100%.
or call because you just sold at the wrong time.
100%.
Or like you said, you didn't take your profits at them levels, so
Yeah.
you were just holding the whole thing.
Yeah.
And another thing to say about zero DTE: when you're in zero DTE, it means a little bit of movement can move percentages.
Yep.
So you could be up 100%, and you could be down
Mhm.
20% in minutes, seconds,
Yeah.
depends on what's going on. So
Yep.
like, if you didn't take no profits, then you just literally just lost everything. You didn't
Yep.
secure shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also you got to secure profits. Got to make. You did the hard work. You broke down, drew levels in the morning. You did everything right. You entered in and hit your profit target. Get paid for what you did.
Mhm.
Put money in your pocket.
It's like going to work, working 8 hours, and somehow you lost money. You know? Like you didn't clock out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You
forgot to
did
clock out.
everything right, and
Yeah.
you didn't. You didn't. Like you
You
said,
did your
didn't clock
thing
it.
on the job, but you forgot to clock in and clock out.
Yep,
So it's
it
like they're
don't
like,
count.
"Oh, you were here?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you was here. I didn't see you." You know what I'm saying? You have to
Exactly.
secure that shit. Like
Yeah.
like she said earlier, it's
Mhm.
not really your money until it's realized profit, until it's closed.
So,
Mhm.
and we trade together. So I have my greed days, not as much, but she'll take profit, and I wouldn't take profit. I'm like, bro, it looking good. I think it's gonna get. Like, I want more.
I'm
Mm.
yelling at
I'm trying.
him.
She's like, sell, take some, take
I'm
some.
like,
I'm like,
everyone in
nah,
the
it looks
group-
good. It looks good.
Make sure you've taken
And
profit.
it'll go against me. I'll sell at break even or
And
a
I'm like,
loss. And it was like, she
Mm.
made money, I
I'm
didn't make money.
green.
I'm like, damn. Yeah.
I'm
so.
green. Yeah.
Now, like
Yeah.
I said before, like we could have went and just kept going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
great conversation
Yeah.
about trading. You guys definitely know a lot about it. You know, like you said, you've been trading for. I forgot to ask that in the podcast.
Yeah,
4
4 years.
years.
I've been trading for 4 years, so
Mhm.
it's like saying dedicated. So I can't tell you how many times, including Friday, where I was like, I'm quitting, man. I'm done with this. I keep losing. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I understand certain things. I'm not dumb to this shit. Like, I have
Yeah.
some knowledge to it, but I keep doing dumb shit in the moment. The
Mm.
hardest thing is sticking to your trading plan, especially when you're kind of trying to do it on your own and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you'll see it. You know what you should be doing. Like, it's going down. You're like, I really need to wait for a retracement, but, you know, you think it's a retracement, but the retracement's a lot bigger, and you get a bad entry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you get that bad entry, you don't know if you would have got the right entry. No matter what, you would have been selling by the time now you're breaking even.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. You should be a lot of times you'll enter and you're selling where you should be breaking even. You know what I'm saying? Like you're breaking even, but people are selling right at this level, but you're at zero at this
Yep.
level.
Mhm.
So it's like you got to be able to just follow the plan.
That's the
That's
biggest
it.
thing.
That's
That's
it.
the biggest thing.
That's it.
Understand you have to put pen to paper and like give yourself
Follow it.
30 days, like cuz that's the time. Like they've done studies on this to have a habit or create a habit. You need to do something consistently for 30 days. You
Mm,
want to drink more water, if you want to work out, you want to read more. So same thing with your trading. You got to give yourself your subconscious time to train. You're training it to say I sell here or I walk away here or I'm focused on taking profit, right? So you have to put pen to paper of what your rules are. Like don't do 20, right? Give yourself something that's like realistic. 5, 10, just a line, bullet points that you are trying to take to train your mind. That it's like after a while, after that, it should be automatic where you just know, right? After 2 losses or after 3 losses, I'm done. This is my same position size, right? If I start to feel uncomfortable or I feel too stressed, I'm over leveraged. You get what I'm saying? So you have certain rules that safeguard yourself. Focus on that for 30 days. Don't waver, don't switch, don't delete any, right? Try to make that a part of you. And then you'll see something different, right? Because right now everybody that's in their struggle phase, you've been doing a whole bunch of stuff, right? You don't really know what you've been doing, to be honest.
for real.
So give yourself that opportunity. I say give yourself grace. I say that to all our beginner people. Like you had to learn everything that you know how to do well now. Why do you feel like you should just run before you walk as a trader? Right?
Right.
You're not giving yourself the opportunity. And this is a life-changing skill that you will
Mm.
have for forever. We do this literally anywhere. We go to Mexico, we do it in Jamaica, we don't stop because all you need is a laptop and the internet. The skill is in your head. The skill is yours.
Mm.
So the only fight that you're fighting, you're not fighting the market, you're fighting you in the beginning. You're fighting you.
Yeah.
You're
100%.
figuring yourself out and you're fighting you. So give yourself that grace. Do not beat yourself up. Everybody had to learn. And the dollars that you're losing, we call it tuition. You're
Mm.
paying your tuition to the market.
Right. Because
Trade.
you're gonna get it back.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
gonna get it back. And
As long as you don't quit. If you quit, then that's the only way you don't get it
yeah,
back.
Yeah.
and traders, our tuition is different. College, you go, you pay up front. We pay it as we learning.
Yeah.
It's a big,
Yeah, it's a
difference.
big
and it
difference.
hurts. You're watching it day by day, and you're like, bro,
You didn't shut it off. You just like silenced it. Yeah. So like I said, trading it the market the losses or those are lessons.
Yeah.
You paid to learn this, so learn from it.
Well, it's only a lesson if you learn from it.
That's what I'm saying.
So
You
every
pay-
L
exactly.
can be a lesson
It
if you
should
learn
be.
from it. It should be a
It
lesson.
should be.
Always, not
It
just
should
not
be.
just with trading.
Well,
In life,
well,
It should be.
you can take L's, but if you don't learn from it, then it's an L.
It's just a
If you
solid
learn from
L.
it, it's just an L.
It's a L.
Straight up capital is hell. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm.
But if you learn from it, it was worth it.
It was worth
worth
it.
it.
It was a lesson. There was something there that you had to learn. Hey, the L's that hurts are the ones that you don't do anything about going forward,
Yeah,
right?
it hurt.
So,
Like you do it again the next day.
exactly. Like say you over position size and then you do it again the next day. Well, you didn't learn the first time.
Yeah, so that's
You
an
know
L.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First one was an L. I hope
Yeah.
today
Yeah.
it'll turn into a lesson.
Yeah,
And when it's the
exactly.
third day,
Yeah.
now you just a loser.
Yep.
Exactly.
100%.
So we
And that's the decision you made.
yeah. So we as traders understand that losses, like I said, it's a part of the game, right? But when you have your psychology in place, you have your plan in place, you should be able to manage certain losses, right? Your emotional side of it, the account should be able to manage certain losses. But if you go ahead and you go off, you tilt and you all go off gambit, then that's when we feel like we shouldn't be here or we're not worthy to be a trader. But You gotta help yourself.
Absolutely.
You gotta
And
help
that's your
yourself.
confidence. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like you allow yourself, like you guys said something another thing big is like if you keep it at that smaller loss per trade,
Hmm.
then you can't lose your confidence.
Yeah.
It's the times when you just like hey man, I'm gonna just go ahead and let it go 80%.
That sound
And
like
then the
that's
next
him.
day.
That's him. That's him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care no more. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold up, no, let me. You do care. Let me see this brokerage. We do care.
So when you're in that position, you never add on. Ever.
In a L?
Nah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
No,
sir.
no. I'll get mad. So my tilts were I put on a huge size to make that back, or like you said, I sort of hit my stop. I'm like, whatever, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just lose, whatever. Who cares?
I've never gotten to that point.
And she's the
Never
opposite.
gotten to
So
that
that's
point.
her job as my trading partner. Be like, nah, you do care.
Yes.
And I get up and walk away, and you be like, yeah, I do care, because
Mhm.
it could get ugly.
It can get ugly
Yeah.
real quick.
I could lose. It'll take me 2-3 weeks to get back what I lost today.
Yeah.
To avoid
In one
that
trade.
in one trade.
Yeah.
You kind of get what I'm saying?
You can lose. It just seems like for whatever reason, you seem to be able to lose more than you can get.
Yeah.
Quick.
You can. But you
Yeah.
can also make way more than you lose.
Yeah.
It just
You
depends on your
will.
plan.
You
Yeah,
will
it
if
depe-
you focus on
Yeah.
your plan and the strategy that you're supposed to take. And I've had only really and truly I would say one major tilt that I've experienced that I can remember, and I was like, this what y'all
Oh, yeah.
experience all the time? This is horrible.
That
Yeah.
was me last month.
I
Tilting.
can what it felt like I was climbing a greased pole. Like
That's a
it's
good way
just
to
like
put it.
I get like up a little bit and it's just like no grip, no traction, no, and I'm just like, why would I do this to myself? I'm never doing this again. Like it just feels like you're in a sunken place and you know what you should be doing, but it's not working. It's not working. Everything you think is gonna work, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
And
that's
I
the
was
worst
like,
feeling.
so I hated it.
Yeah.
So much so, because I'm not that person. I'm on the cautious side. So when I leaned into the greed side, that tilt happened. So I say, with me, to avoid that 2 losses, I'm done.
Yes, you
I'm done. When I mean done, the market could go flying in any doggone direction it want to go.
You just
I'm
close the laptop,
what?
turn the monitor off.
What that tilt felt so horrible. I'd never want to be in that area again.
Yeah.
I
That's a good
walk
rule.
away.
Because if you
I
only take
completely
two
walk away.
losses, like, and you keep them small, like in that
I can-
stop loss range, and then it's not a big deal. But when you take 3 or 4
Shoot.
red in a row,
Yeah.
that starts to hurt.
It
You know what I'm
hurts.
saying? You take 5 or 6, so it's
Yeah.
like that's why you gotta have a rule.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a rule, you could be 0 and 5 on 0 green and 5 red on the day.
Yep.
And that could be a half of your account. You know,
Yep.
it could or it could be
Yep.
30-40% of your account. So
Mhm.
yeah, you
and
got.
then when
you
do
have
you
a
when do
rule.
you walk away? When do you
What's the
when do you
rule?
walk away?
I'm out of buying power.
Yeah.
That is never be.
I can't go no more.
I can't go no more. The brokerage force you to stop.
Yeah.
No, man, because like you said,
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah. Yeah.
We hate it sometimes.
Hate it.
like,
sometimes
man,
you
but
hate it, but
it's
sometimes it's
hey,
like, thank God.
it's telling
It
you,
saved
hey,
me.
Chill. It'll
It
save
saved
your
me.
ass.
Yeah,
Be like,
saved me.
hey,
Yeah.
$5 in the buying power. You know you
Yeah.
done.
Reject,
Reject
not
it, like-
filled.
Like
Not
GFV
filled.
or whatever it
Yeah.
says, good faith violation.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
not
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, and then like I said, like I also appreciate like walking away, because then I always say that like you don't get to suffer from PTSD if you walk away with that. It's like you have the confidence, like, you know what I'm saying. You didn't hurt yourself, and then the next day when the ideal setup is there,
You're able to take it with
You're able to
confidence.
take it with confidence.
Because you'll let
Yeah.
it. You have a bad day before,
you have PTSD.
And then
Yeah, facts.
you get a next trade that's set up perfect.
like
You
it's
don't
your
take it.
A1 setup.
You
You
don't
don't
Yes,
take it.
you hesitate.
And then it just goes your way. You're like, and then, but I'm gonna tell you, the work gets worse than that.
Chase that one after.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I missed it. Let me get it now. And it
Yeah.
just,
Dude.
and then it does go your way, but
Yeah.
you already done sold for your
Yeah.
stop loss.
Mm-mm.
So it's
It's
like
bad.
that's a big one right there.
So that's what I'm saying. Each trade matters to your overall
Confidence.
trading confidence. It's not just, oh, let me just, I ain't see all the confluences, but I see these green candles and I know people making money. Let me just jump in this thing because. But then you're just like, you did not check all the boxes. You didn't follow your rules. And you know when the market knows that, that's when it's gonna teach you a lesson. The market feels the foolishness. I feel like it really does. It sees when you step out of line, sees when you got out of them bumper cars, and you get it. You have to pay. you gotta pay.
I certainly feel that way. You know, me being like believing in God, I feel like God be trying to teach you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God be like, hey man, you playing.
Yeah.
I don't. That's what I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you gonna have to learn a lesson today because you playing too much. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just a market physics algorithm,
Yeah.
but it just seems like it be like that.
Yeah.
And it seems like when you get on that tilt and you be like, you just wrong. Like for some
Yeah.
reason you just are.
It's just me.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's break it down with this manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you're manifesting, like you took a bad trade, you just jump to the next one. It's like no, for some reason it just be wrong again, and it
Yep.
be wrong. It's like you're looking for it.
Yeah.
If you're like, I'm gonna tell you what, let me just step away.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna go eat something. I'm gonna go do whatever,
That's
and
good.
then I'll come. I gotta
See it.
I gotta be over here manifesting good. Like I'm
Yeah.
over here. My mindset is like rage, like slash just revenge. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you're looking for revenge, well, you know what happens? You look for revenge, you get hit. You know what I'm saying? You get in a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Revenge don't never be smooth in
Yeah.
real life. Like outside, if we're calling it revenge trading, revenge be hurting. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep.
So keep that in mind. If you want revenge, just know revenge usually ends with a black eye
Yeah.
and
In the
broken.
market, market gonna win that fight
Yeah,
every time.
Exactly.
Every time.
So
And
don't
like you
look
say,
for revenge. You're gonna
you
get
know.
what you look for.
The market know when you press call, you press puts, and you just keep losing. You just bam, bam, bam. You like, bro, what? You know me. Like the market knows you personally.
Right. It be feeling that way.
Like personally.
Because it is, like you all said, the psychology is a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
It knows you personally because the psychology is dictating every move you make.
Yep.
Mhm.
When you sold early and you knew it was right, you had like I had a trade on I think it was Apple, the one I
Yeah.
said. It was like I had to take profit.
Yeah.
It hit.
Yeah.
That's where it stopped for the day.
Yeah.
But my take, like I sold for an L, so it's like you be knowing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just and just to reiterate it one more time, it is that that looking at your P&L.
Mhm.
It's
hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
hard.
look at it because, like, you didn't even if you didn't know you were minus that much, but it was still
Still look
trending.
good
Yeah.
to you. Look
It
good.
still
It
look
still
good.
was a
It
good
didn't
looking.
invalidate.
Yep,
Like
exactly.
this level, it's
Yep.
chopping, right?
Mhm.
It's chopping, but it's chopping this range, just supply and demand, or whatever. I don't know.
Mhm.
Still learning, but like
Mhm.
either way, it's in this range. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it never went above your
Mhm.
inputs.
Yep.
So it's like, or if you're in calls, it never went below.
Yep.
But you sold because you were minus.
Yep.
Mhm.
But it's like, boom, it finally did break, but it was your way. You know what I mean? But you
Mhm.
sold because
So-
you were minus.
Yep.
So the answer to that is, bro, like said, that's if your stop loss is that supply and demand, then just respect that
Respect
shit.
it.
Respect that
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
And when it finally breaks, if it's not your way, all right, then you know that you should sell.
Yep.
If it's your way, then hold from respect
Yeah.
your levels. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all. It
Yeah.
was a great
had
podcast. Y'all
fun.
definitely broke it down. And for me and y'all first, it was y'all first podcast.
Yes, very
Yes,
first
yes.
podcast.
Yeah,
So thank
y'all
y'all.
did a good
Thank
job.
you for having us.
For sure.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
Y'all came from out of town, so I
Yes.
definitely
Yeah.
appreciate y'all coming down here and you know
No, we had a
letting
Thanks
good
for
it
having
time.
us. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for
sure.
seeing something in us, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed talking about trading. This is what we live, eat, and sleep and breathe. We
I know
enjoy
why
it.
traders would be that way. It's my girl, she don't trade, so I'd be like, man, I took this trade today, and she'd be
Yeah.
like, man, I don't want. She about sick of my ass. She about to leave my ass. No, it's like I gotta like chill. Like I gotta get some more trader friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I only
Yeah.
got a couple. Like it just
Yeah.
from my life, it's not a lot of people trading.
No,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I think
didn't
a
meet
lot more
of
people
traders.
need to be
Yeah.
need a trade. Because not just
Yeah.
because it's there. It's there. The market's always gonna
available
be
to all
here.
of
It's
us, so.
available to all of us. It's very, very accessible. But the information is the key to understanding what to do and how to do it. So I think that's the barrier that a lot of people are missing. So yeah, we're grateful for the opportunity to give this information to as many people because it's there. The access is there. A lot of people use it. We can use it too.
For sure.
So
And like you said, trading isn't a competition. You give information out. Like it's not like, oh man, they made $1 million today, so I can't make $1 million myself.
no.
It don't matter what they made.
You can
Mm-mm.
make it too.
You can make it too, or you can make
Make
your
your
percentage of
your
that
version of
based
that.
on your buying power. But either way, just because they made 10,000, don't mean
You
you
can make
can't make
1,000.
10,000 on this,
Mhm.
or 1,000, or
Yep.
50, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever's good for you.
Mhm.
Like you can do that no matter
do
what.
it. Yeah.
Like there's no competition here,
No.
but there is a competition with you yesterday, you last week, you last month.
That's
You
good.
want to become better.
Yep.
You should
That's
only
good.
compete with you.
That's
You know what I'm
good.
saying? What you've already accomplished. Like you don't want to be making the same amount every month, which is cool if you win it.
Yeah.
But like you're trying to upgrade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not trying to look at the next person and be like, man, they have 500 a day. I only
Mhm.
made 200. Man, fuck them. Like if you feel like that, you gotta steer. Like
Yeah.
you gotta look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like, bro. Like this is
Yeah.
the only thing right here, bro, that
Mhm.
I should be looking at.
Yep.
Because
Mhm.
why does this matter? Because people will be like, I'm up 200 on the day. For me, that's my goal. If I
Yeah.
can
That's
make
good.
200 a day, I'm cool with that. Like if I'm at 200, if I'm already at 200, I'm gonna close it down. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If I'm at
Mhm.
180, I need to start learning to close it down
Close it down.
because that basically turned into minus 180.
That's so big because when I start trading, I just needed $200 a day, right? 4 years later, it's like $1,000 a bare minimum for me.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, you have to
Threshold
come
changes.
it changes, but it takes its time. And I
Mm.
know 5 years from now, the bottom is gonna be $5,000, $6,000. But
Yeah.
you have to start somewhere. I didn't
Probably more
start-
than that.
Exactly.
5 years from now, you could be looking at like 20 bands.
Yeah, and
minimum.
that's the goal. But the problem is new traders come in and they want to make $1,000 a day.
Right,
You're
because
not ready for that.
been
Yeah,
on Instagram, the homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he made 1,000 a day. I'm smarter than him.
Yeah,
I can do that.
like, nah.
It's like, bro, you ain't no smarter than nobody.
Nobody,
you know what I'm
boy,
saying?
it's a different type of feel. I don't care, and that's
Facts.
another thing too. A lot of people, it might be doctors or they think they're some type of genius. Like, trading is different.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter how smart you are at that.
Different.
When you're trading, it's different.
It's
It's
different.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's different. It's simply experience.
It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow.